quick, and of course back turn just makes so much pressure. I've talked to Lurie about Faust after one of my last casts, and the set play for Faust is quite literally just pick a god and pray with your RNG.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
There's many out there. There's some diversity here, but wow, nice pick up off of the bomb. So that's one thing that you see a lot of strong Faust players do that a lot when you go lower Faust players not, is they're actually very situationally aware about what has to you out. So they can easily pull out an item, react, and then pretty much nice charge. This punch to beat out the super or the crush super. I mean, round one going episode.
Oh, and already going for some lows. Nice little start there for Night Persona. Already trying to throw in some items, but still getting zoned out a little bit. Able to find a poke.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a bit where Wildzappa is gonna have a little bit of time. Like if we're gonna let Faust throw items like that, which is pretty hard to stop in its own right, especially with a kind of step dash in its own. Gonna have to be able to navigate a lot through the screen, so you just cannot let Faust get started. But looks like it's gonna be turned around. Night Persona gonna put Wildzappa on the wall here. 6 can break the wall, but not gonna kill because of guts.
Trying to air that shit. Gets an opening. Oh, back turn stance, but ooh, the command grab coming out from Night Persona. Slash, and already the first game on the board.
And definitely, yes, definitely solid approach from both players here. But yeah, like I said, like Night Persona really being aware of how to control the screen. With obviously when Wildzappa is further out, about 3/4 the full screen, we're gonna see a lot more items being thrown out here. But of course, closer up, you're gonna see a lot more far slashes, 2Hs, 5H, and things of that nature to really kind of sit Wildzappa down and having to actually make them commit to a lot bigger, risky options to approach Faust here. So nice control from Night Persona, but we're going to see if Wildzappa has anything in their back pocket in order to know how to take up space here.
Duel 1.
Definitely feels like Wildzappa has to kind of close this distance a little more. I kind of talked about back turn stands. They can really carry in their combos, but they just, of course, have to get it going against Night Persona, who is, again, zoning them out very well, able to set up the afro, able to make it in, but again, a lot of these pokes and then jump-ins.
You're getting knocked down, counting a close slash for your troubles. Ball gonna go off, it's gonna mess up his combo. No way! Unfortunate combo still drops. Look at Super coming from Wildzappa.
Alright, there we go. Night Persona able to hold it down against Wildzappa. They were starting to make a bit of a comeback. Okay. Oh my goodness, get some meteorite?
Yep, RNG is going insane right now. RNG is so good, you think it's gold numbers.
Banana. Bro, they literally cannot get in. Another meteor actually opens the defense.
I mean, hey, what can you do? Sometimes you gotta look at a situation like that and shrug your shoulders. Alright, that happened. Move on. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. I was unexpected. Dude, it literally bursted and then a megaton just comes to your skull. I love Faust. I'm gonna literally pull up the DMs that I got sent from Lurie. They're a local player with me, which is why they hit me up about it. Throw item, use item. I cannot lie. LOL. Or look for crawl in neutral, then whiff punish. That is it. That is the set play. That is a flow chart.
Duel 1.
Boom. One gonna connect. And now putting the full screen through the rigging scenario here, but Wildzappa able to control space, the burst movement. Yeah. Okay. That explains it.
Nice, able to jab out a little bit. Watch out for the banana. It's a counter. Oh. Both trying to jump in. How much stuff is on this screen right now?
My shoes were untied. Duel 2.
There was an afro on Night Persona. There was a whole mini Faust army. Ooh, that wild assault just got wasted.
Yeah, that's gonna put Maza in an even more unfortunate situation with about 25% burst. Oh, but able to control space now because the bomb hit that persona, but it doesn't matter. 5-8 can connect.
Both of them just hit each other. Oh, a grinding sinker. Throwing the hammer. The other hammer hit 2 tons. Off the bro, this character is too goofy. Bro.
I tell you, man. A grappler in your honestly, we can't really talk because they're dude, I think I've seen someone named Rami Yammies and they play So
bro,
like
what?
yes.
Oh, we're not doing anything in this corner.
Hold on. Ooh, he tackle out the corner gonna get punished.
Oh, and the hoof stomp able to break you open. Impact? Oh, RRC. We might be cooked from this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, actually, we're still alive.
Wow.
No, we're not.
You know, I imagine Kana standing still for a few seconds because, like, bro, that shit didn't kill. Like, you know, like, because I do that, so I know that was me.
I do that too, but to be fair, I play chip, so that's like every match.
True. Ooh, Mega Face can snap the ID. Gonna go into Knuckle here.
Ooh, blue screen of death. Already trying to get in, but getting thrown. RRC. Right, the lightning. Your OD didn't even matter. It got wasted.
No, where was from Kana there? He was super.
Oh. Do not get hit by another pop buster, bro. Gotta be careful. Sit in the air again. Gruda impacts and he's back. Blue screw to death. Is it getting us on wake up? No, it's not. Oh, Mega Fist.
Oh, DP. Okay, trying to play up this here, but no stamina now. Has to RC. Oh, counter says K. That is not the play. Kana gonna go ahead and take the first game.
Ooh, cashing out on literally 1 HP too. Gotta feel very good for Kana there.
Yeah, I feel like a scenario like that, you kind of just have to, just full send because if you're right, you win. If you're wrong, you lose. So why not?
Absolutely.
Nami.
Okay, getting into the next match. We'll see. Potem-King was starting to cook in that second round. Just lost the end to Kana after being forced to, have to deal with that RRC after the throw, which is never a game-winning situation for the opponent.
Yeah. Really good starting for Kana, but the burst coming out from Potem-King. Oh, no one push on the 5H. Unfortunate for Kana here. Gonna be put on the defensive.
Block so much. You're finding something. Gruda impact, have to be able to connect, and the jumping going to work. Ooh, trying to bait a little bit.
Nice 6B.
Trying to move some again. PRC. Tries to get the stomp. Mega Fist. Slide fall took a little too long. Now you're getting thrown. Oh, but you're throwing.
Yeah, back up from Potem-King is where they want to be right now. And with me as well, a Hammerfall fast PRC Pop Buster, the classic. Gonna put Potem-King on our 1-round lead here.
Ooh, okay. Already going to be a brutal start for Potem-King. They already got the corner, but the tap dust doesn't even matter. You get DP. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Alright, there.
Good damage here. The positive burst to spare. Gold burst from Potem-King though. Both players are accessing positive burst right now. Back though from Potem-King. In the screen. Blocks a DP. And punishes it with the Pop Buster.
Do the PRC forcing the burst. Blue screen of death. Potem-King is so close to rounding it out here and gets it.
Yeah, and good turnaround there from Potem-King, but of course, we have to be able to make this consistent in order to take the set. But Kana, the way that they've been playing in game 1, though, definitely gonna be a tough fight to battle.
Because Potem-King is showing that They're feeling good. They're feeling powerful. They're feeling they can take on Kana. You know, watch out a lot for them rushing in, trying to sell Sep or trying to, you know, hunt him for an elk hunt. They're being careful. They're being careful right now.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, that's just keep coming.
Nice back dash.
Where's my from Potemkin? Oh my.
Boom, boom. So we got the corner, but we're getting grabbed and turned from Potem-King. Jump in, not gonna work. Oh, it gets whiffed. Nice throw back on the ground. Garuda impact coming out. We're still in combo. We got the corner again.
Actually, from Kana though, but unfortunately, still getting caught by JD.
Go to hoof stomp though. And another hoof stomp. Boom, boom. Sweep in. And there we go. Tyrant barrel.
Pretty shaky scenario here. Oh, 5-8 connects. Not too sure what they tried, but unfortunately for Kana, they are going to go down around here. But they are having a burst of wave right now.
And waited out, keeps getting moved on by Kana, baits out a little bit with the backdash. RC gets the stomp counter. Nice.
Yeah, I respect the patience from Kana. Low on stamina, doesn't want to commit too much.
There we go. Could he be able to send Potem-King flying? Already trying to jump in. Oh, Mega Fist though. Whoa! They were expecting it! They were expecting the Alcon to come in there to just sell Sep. Very good call out, but it might not be enough. Gotta stay careful. Wait a minute, I'm a liar.
You must never cut up. Never mind.
Yeah. Hawk Baker.
Okay, that's conversion. Oh, but the back though from Potemkin. Got to get tight. EB coming out from Kana, but the burst coming out from Potemkin as well. Oh, we are scrapping. What is going on? Oh.
Indeed. Boom, boom. 2K2D into the Hawk Baker. Keep it going to the corner and we secure the wall break. Okay, okay.
Oh, beautiful JP oh my god.
Boom, boom. Boom, send them flying. Okay, very good RTL. And immediately in a hoof stomp RRC, we're getting our second point.
And there it is. Kana showcasing why this is going to be a uphill battle for Potem-King, but I would not be surprised if Potem-King is able to turn around right now.
I'd not be surprised either, because again, Potem-King was still having some close games in that last game, of course, some close rounds. So I imagine it could be a similar situation here. You know, they've been doing well so far. They've been doing really good.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Let's go. Let's already see how this is gonna go down. Boom, boom. Oh, gets bursted out immediately. Strong DP.
Ooh, Mega Fist going from Potem-King. They're trying to lock Kana down here, but not really working out in their favor right now. But the Pop Buster being successful.
RC2 gonna be able to continue it. Gonna secure the wall break, send them flying. Okay. Oh, the jump back though. Getting anti-aired. Doesn't. Just allows him to get out of that bad situation. Move stomp a little bit.
Surprisingly, that's the final combo off of the electric card, but not able to get out. Oh, the chip damage from Slide Head. Gonna get the job done here in round 1 for Potem-King.
Very good slide head coming out there from Potem-King. Trying to do a little more. Actually able to bait out to the heat and knuckle. Very good start for Potem-King. Gonna try to get in, but Hot Baker always cancels it. Ooh, stomp even more, and we're going back to the East Coast with that wild assault. Boom.
Oh, beautiful counter hit air normal. Nice.
There's a really strong jump in there. Ooh, got hit out of that OD.
Wow, it hit that high?
Yeah, guess so.
Good lord.
I'm seeing that we gotta watch out for that hoof stomp, because if we don't, Kana's about to cook you. Nice jumping again. Boom.
Oh, nice. Fade and there should be a good. Oh, actually, wait, can you get it? Oh, wait, hold on, I'm lagging. That's it.
Boom, boom, boom. I guess a little bit. Nice poke. Keep it going to the corner. Boom, stomp. RRC. Boom, 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 boom.
Gotta get the final hit. Kana taking 3-1 over Potemkin. Moving on to fight Mr. Dan. No one ever agrees on his spread. Color 9. What are you? Oh, you better snap. Hold on.
I mean, MomComePickMeUp always cooks. Every time I see them, they cook. I mean, they're not cooking right now, but just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. They'll cook. I promise.
They better because they're on my color.
Oh shoot, they're on your color. That means they have to. Oh, tapped us. RRC. Yeah, they're cooking now.
Okay.
Actual bomber.
Yeah, I'm not gonna 2K chase as well. Yeah, I get the like. Oh, yeah, I character like a Geo. Yeah, I character like Geo. Like Geo, Chip, Lilia, in a sense, like they're just too fast to zone traditionally. So you're gonna have to really stuff them out with their approaches using rank buttons. Sometimes we're already seeing it like dash 2K, 2P as well. Really low committal buttons. That's backdash kind of far size as well.
And trying to hit an RRC. Am I trying to find an opening with the rainwater? Oh, we get a triple kicked out. Oh, we're going to the corner with this one. Oh, we're still hitting with this one. Ooh.
Oh, the air suit with a whip push 2 ways. I like it.
Definitely gotta watch out for that arrow D coming out from Kizzaar. They really like to use that on the Giovanna. So MomComePickMeUp, you know, we got some anti-air options there with our sickles. Let's try to look for those. Whistling wind, rainwater, but nothing's hitting again.
Funny enough, we're already seeing, there's definitely just one small thing that a lot of actors don't do. Actually, when they throw a tornado, they kind of just like run at the opponent and don't let the tornado be a physical body that they have to deal with. I'm always saying MomComePickMeUp is really trying to, you know, do just that, right? Let it be a body that they just have to figure out how to get around.
That definitely helped because they're going to be able to take the first game. I definitely have to agree. You know, I'm not going to sit here playing, yeah, I play Axel low. No, I play the stupid rushdown characters. But I can connect from my Street Fighter boy Rashid because it's the same thing with his level 2. You got to treat his level 2, which is, of course, a big, giant tornado, as another body that the opponent has to deal with. You can try to poke out of it. You can try to jump in and out of it. But it's something else they have to deal with.
Yep.
Duel 1.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Geo does have ways to get around it, but it's definitely not as... I don't think it's as solid as some other characters can do with it, to be honest.
Nice throw into the corner. And there we go. Whistling wind, rainwater. Can we find our openings here?
Oh, that's fabulous. Ooh, getting clipped by 2 and 4S. Yeah, honestly, you are able to low profile that, but it honestly gets a kind of tricky because Geo is a character that has better mental stack now, and then also, so you see Chave, you kind of get spooked a little bit because you're expecting like, you know, 24K or 2d6K, but doing 24S is still kind of be rough to kind of react to in time to be able to profile that.
Okay, and there we go. Kick.
Duel 2.
Was that Chip?
I think it was, especially because of how low MomComePickMeUp was. I'd imagine. Yeah, imagine it was Chip. Oh, there we go. Nice poke. Boom, 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 boom. And we're breaking the wall with an OD. Hard knockdown.
Oh, backdash. Oh, yeah, you guys got 6P then, I believe. Oh.
Just gonna get a nice throw to end it off. You know, 1-1. We're tying it up. Kizzaar feeling good there. Also, want to point out for everybody, you know, gotta plug in that Matcherino, exclamation point Matcherino in the Twitch chat. I'm calling it out in between the matches because we did just get a $50 donation coming out here from Wild Zappa, the Leia we saw earlier on stream. So shout out to them. But if you want to contribute more, just claim a code. We got 22 left. It's just 25 more cents towards that prize pool. Supports these players, especially because, you know, it's the May-June season combo breaker CEO combo. So any money definitely helps these players.
Yo, and on top of that,
Duel 1.
you mentioned that we got, you know, hit some follows, visit some links, visit some Discord, you know the deal. What Oh, unfortunate. Still in Blossom, the throw gonna live now. Kizzaar able to take advantage of getting encountered as well.
And yeah, we're going straight for the OD there. Already a really strong start for Kizzaar as they're already just rushing in. Drill kick, but their grab got whiffed this time.
Nah, it's gonna get a wall break. Oh. Oh, yeah.
RRC, and there's the knee.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, an already really good sickle poke. He's able to follow up. Again, using that whirlwind as a body, you know, just trying to poke out of it. Very strong, and yeah, this might be the Axel game right now.
A little bit, yeah, just gonna bully. Yep, Mantis. Gonna connect. No one vision though. You get a confirmed kill. Oh, yes, yeah, I like that. ID by JS. 2H OTG as well to get the final hit.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Nice, perfect. MomComePickMeUp, you know, coming back a little bit. Already trying to set up that whistling wind. Oh, there we go, gets the poke. We're just getting going with the wild assault, but we're already getting kicked out. Drill kick again, we got the corner.
That's the first shield. Oh, that's super.
I think that, yeah, that hits there. We were mashing.
Yeah, definitely seeing a lot of, I don't want to say unfamiliarity, but, you know, dealing with Gio's offense is kind of weird as Axel. Like, he does have pretty, as far as everything, doesn't really have, like, access to a Nero's reversal or anything like that. His defense is pretty solid against it, but it's just awkward because obviously your main button to get out of most pressure in the game just, it doesn't work if the Gio player knows that kind of space is trying to soak out.
Oh, bags the burst. MomComePickMeUp in that situation absolutely knew. You're at 1 HP, you don't have any other option, you're most likely going to burst, and just took full advantage of that.
Yeah. Alright, but here we go. MomComePickMeUp. 2-1 lead. Wait. Yeah, 2-1 lead.
Very strong 2-1 lead, of course, coming out from MomComePickMeUp, but hey, Kizzaar can still cook, make their way back in. There's always a shot. It's never over until it's over, you know?
Let's rock.
Oh, no full combo on the counter 5P. But still gonna be good from right here. Obviously getting the space that they need. Oh my.
There's another opening. Has to block so much though.
Okay, Kizzaar. Alright, gonna take her off the close slash.
2K2D. Able to follow up the sickle. We got the whistling wind set up too.
I actually did not know that worked. Counter 2P in the close slash.
How crazy that can work. Oh, and the throw into the corner. Okay.
Oh, but no RC to get the job done. Sorry. Sorry. Alright. The RC off the snail. We're trying to lock Kizzaar down here. IDJH from Kizzaar is gonna seal down round 1 here.
Duel two.
Already strong start for Kizzaar. MomComePickMeUp. Gotta find some answers, and you're immediately getting poked into the corner. I don't think that's the right answer, dog, but hey, you're finding your way out. 2K2D. Can we make something out of this, though? Boom, boom, boom. Wall break. We're securing now. Yes, we are.
Oh, counter close ass from MomComePickMeUp. So we should get a down done here. And currently now on set point. Is at a disadvantage though, but as long as they plays right, he's already gonna have really good time here. Mets coming out, getting hit.
And trying to send out some sickles. Always able to find out where Kizzaar's trying to go, but not able to connect most of these hits. Oh, gets another hit in though. Gets a little bit of a knockdown. They're getting jumped in on right now. 2K2D RRC and bags the burst. We're sending you back to McDonald's with that one.
Yup. Oh, that's that. Oh, 2P though. I believe I took the backdash, and that's MomComePickMeUp is gonna be.
Duel one.
Here we go.
Oh
my god. Aggressive runs off of both players here. Trading on far slashes.
Very good DP punish from Kana a little bit before, but now we're really trying to zone out with these fireballs. Ooh, trying to use that step to just dive under them, but Dany Maza keeping a pretty good game up, able to find an air connection. RRC bags the burst a little bit. Oh, yeah, no, that's murder. That is straight up murder.
Ooh, counter far slash gonna be an easy conversion there for Dany. Round one already in the bag.
Already a strong start. So backdash a little bit. Try to run in. Backdash again. Get hit on your feet. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, nice DP. Oh, and your DP's not hitting nothing.
Alright, hard knockdown there on the side of Kana. DP though coming from Dany. Oh, hot baker right back at you.
Ooh, gets thrown. RRC immediately into a hit. You know, Kana's alive right now. You know, they're still going strong in the sin. So watch out for the fireballs, especially the jump-ins.
Oh, I like the attempt from Dany trying to jump out, but Kana right one step ahead. The burst man from Dany as well though.
From there again. Send the fireball out. Try to find an opening. Backdash a little bit. Ooh, nice jump in. Oh yeah, air fireball. That's getting strong knockdown.
Yep, sacred edge game with the 100 guaranteed shock state. Oh, beautiful block on the tap does. Oh, wow.
Be working in your favor. You still got the corner right now though. Not going to be able to continue that combo. Gets a little bit, but oh, stun dipper into the tap does. That's going to kill you.
I'm doubling
Man, very high octane first match there from both players there, but I mean, Kana was definitely showing some good stuff, but they're gonna have to be able to find a way to close out in any sort of important scenario they can.
Kana, you know, they had a strong showing. They especially, there were a lot of DPs coming out from Dany Maza that were always able to punish and of course get very good strings after that. It just matters in terms of continuing some of those strings and mainly, of course, confirming off of those DP punishes.
Ooh, I like the L cut to go under Dany there, get some ground.
Oh, nice. Boom, boom. There we go. Tyrant Barrel going to be able to secure more hard knockdown for Kana. Just going to run it again, try to find an opening. I'll just hold. Okay, tap does. That's usually the opener.
Oh, nice. Getting converting. Wow, counter JS against the Hogbreaker.
Again, you do not want to be DPing too freely because if you do, you're gonna get punished for it. Kind of still alive though. There's one more good hit. Are we mashing? Yeah, we were.
Yeah, that 2S result was already out.
Unfortunate, especially because they were on 1 HP, but able to make a comeback. Dany Maza starting off strong again with another jump in.
Oh, tries to jab but a little bit too slow. But using a lot of buttons and everything. Gonna get punished for their troubles here. Hard knockdown as well.
Nice DP. Trying to run him again, find an opening. RRC immediately after the jump into the stun dipper.
Wow.
That's kind of a crazy read coming out from Dany. Maza was expecting the Giselle step and just gonna kick you in your shins, take you out. Sorry, son.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was like a hard collar or something because like that was really delayed.
It was. I wasn't expecting that to counter the way it did, but hey, when it works, it works.
Yeah, that's just nothing but experience and game sense right there. Dany putting on a show, but Kana definitely trying to show something of their own here. Just not able to close in crucial scenarios here.
Duel 1.
Right though, duel 1. Gonna see if Dany Maza is gonna be able to bring it home for a solid 3-0 to secure the top 8. Already has to keep blocking a lot of these hits coming out from Kana. Boom, 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 boom. And the Hawk Baker into the Rekka. Should, yep, we got the wall break.
I got a whole lot of swords and flags being thrown.
And of course the fireballs. Boom, boom. Ooh, that one not coming out though. Gets poked out of it. Assault, boom. Boost some, RC. Has a jab to win, but hey, Dany and Maza able to make their way out.
Here. Offense here. Okay, nice hook stomp gonna connect as well. Dany keeping the burst.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright. Duel 2 already starting off, trying to get some connections. Not gonna be able to though. Kana gonna be able to. Nice. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. It's bursted out though.
Nice. 5P, break the wall here, looking pretty solid here for Kana. But has to be able to maintain it. Nice.
And there we go, DP. Alright, Kana gonna be able to stay alive, take a game for themselves.
You can count on your boys sometime, you
Okay,
know.
but now they have proven themselves that it can be done, but now gonna have to be able to make it consistent. This is not gonna be an easy battle considering this is Dany here, and the way this has been going on, this is gonna be an uphill battle. So kind of have to figure out what they did in that game that made them be able to get that win, and then just keep it flowing.
Just gonna have to see if we're gonna be able to keep up this same momentum again coming out from Kana, because again, had a really strong game there. We got to keep it going if we're able to secure the reverse sweep against Dany Maza, but it's only a matter of time if they're going to be able to get what they want.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice 2K2D already into the fireball. Really strong start for Maza.
Oh, but that counter hit, Big Driver. That Patrick corner carry that sends no fall, but the burst from Dany gonna deny that.
RRC into the air dash jump in. Boom, boom. Big Driver was able to connect, but now you're getting dived on. Dany Maza dragon install. Are we gonna break the curse? Tap does.
Alright.
Still got it.
Oh,
And
there it is.
BRC.
Alright, so we have confirmed that it is Dragon install today and not Dookie install. We're still Dany.
It is finally dragon install again. I know it's a bit of a meme that whenever the dragon install comes out, it's game over. But hey, Dany Maza was able to live that, and they're already living this next round. Try to mix up a little bit with the flip. Oh, got hit trying to jump out though. Yeah, that RTL is gonna set up.
Counting it closer to the treble so we can DP in on.
Cannot DP raw like that. Don't do it again. Stun Dipper working out this time. Ooh, and the tap dust into RC into another tap dust. Okay, that might be the play.
Ooh, YRC from Kana. trying to score out this round right now. DP from Dany.
Trying to backdash.
Yep. Beautiful JH from Kana.
Beautiful JH there.
Yeah, I always mix up S and H because I'm so used to H normal just going down. Oh my god!
We gotta stop using these DPs like this because Kana keeps catching you. Stun Tipper though to RSC to the tap dice. We gotta make a crazy comeback with this combo. Into the fireball. Oh, we caught the backdash!
Yeah, catching the backdash is gonna be it. Dany takes a 3-1 over Kana.
Very strong showing coming out from both, but then again, a lone tap dust or a lone low. But oh, we're already going immediately into our next match. This is Mikesaftig on the Soul, of course, versus Night Persona on the Faust.
Alright, here we go. Now, I don't recall if these two have played before. I've not been looking at people's records and stuff, but I do know Night Persona is definitely experiencing against Soul, and Maseeeen definitely experiencing against Faust. So we'll see if they're against each other.
Already securing the wall break though from Mikesaftig. Very strong start for them as they're just keeping the backdash a little bit, trying to send some flames in order to disrupt Night Persona. Okay. Oh, wasn't caught by the Scarecrow.
So yeah, there's that Potem-King control right now. Oh, but the bandit bringer from Mikesaftig.
Bomb might have helped so much for Night Persona. Not able to do the full conversion though. PRC.
Hold on. It's not getting the kill. Doesn't have enough in the tank.
Oh, on them though.
Wow. Mikesaftig was definitely determined to win that round.
Indeed. Already going to be able to sweep with the 2D again too. He's trying to zone out a little bit with these flames, but Night Persona is always finding their way back in. Grab him, put him down, and doesn't even care about the flames. He's gonna combo a little bit with the meteors. They're fine.
They're trying to control the screen here, but Mikesaftig able to navigate around this. No response to thrust. Good patience, but Scarecrow PRC as well as getting in the corner here. Gonna switch sides to put Mikesaftig back in the corner. Not gonna be able to build the bar, but it might not be needed. Mikesaftig only down at 2% life right now. Never saw positive bullets, but might not matter here. Sadly, they're gonna close this out right now.
There we go. Gets another hit. Keep it going. You're gonna drop your combo. Gotta be careful. PRC coming out. Gotta be watching low. They love to crouch in this neutral game. That's what Faust love to do. Nice, another good block. Trying to jump in. Being so cautious of each other right now. Oh, Bandit Bringer actually gonna make something happen.
Oh, Scarecrow PRC, but I'm gonna get anything out of it. Oh my god. DP's the jump 2K.
Can we do this? Can we do this? Watch out for the scalpel. And we do the DP while they're trying to send their head down. Okay, perfect timing. Coming out from Mikesaftig. You gotta watch out though. Both of those rounds were Mikesaftig won. They were literally at less than 1 HP. Night Persona still has very strong control over these games.
Yeah, it was like, but even though like Night Persona has been showcasing a lot of the screen control with like I said earlier with the same with WhatsApp, but like knowing to favor more items when they're further away. And of course, we're seeing a lot of Far Slash, 5H, 2H, especially versus Gunflame, same neutral jumps as well. It's just Saftig is just able to pick an angle. It just close that gap off rip, and then we even punch Night Persona.
Duel 1.
Yeah, that just shows how strong of a player Mikesaftig is in order to honestly bring back both of those rounds in the fashion he did. But already Night Persona is trying to find their opening, but Bandit Bringer is just going to be making something from Mikesaftig. Oh, and a burst.
Mini Gunflame carrying the Bringer as well, but not even get a full pickup against the OTG, I guess.
Sending in more flames.
What the?
Trying to DP, getting thrown for it though. Oh, well, we're gonna connect. Scarecrow actually gonna hit into the RC.
Yeah, I guess it's very common for Falcons to go for the crossing there, still corner, but of course, my persona able to switch it up, recognizing that.
That's the block in the corner though. RC coming out, actually able to find the opening, and there we go. Night Persona actually going to stop Mikesaftig from coming back with 1 HP this time around.
Yeah, looking on the up and up here for Night Persona. Even though they are down burst right now. Oh, getting their backdash caught by Far Slash. Lucky for them, though, after that, they get a full combo.
Block. Oh, gets a little bit tripped up. Backdash again a little bit. Watch out for the Scarecrow. RRC to the dive scalpel. Nice jumping into 2K2D. RRC. Tap dust. Whew. Okay, yeah. Mikesaftig is pissed. They want that.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Oh, tries to get a throw. Kind of throw slash from the persona, but it gets bursted on from Saftig.
Okay. Still getting flipped around by Night Persona. That's the corner back dashes a little bit. Actually, just play it safe. Tap does RRC. Not able to connect their combo.
Very unfortunate here, but lucky for them, does not. Oh, never mind though. Gets the command throw. Yeah, beautiful conversion here. Very crucial round here. Night Persona, one combo away from being able to tie the score. Saftig. Oh my god!
Oh, but gets the throw!
Back throw.
Very good comeback from Night Persona there. Very close. Both of them playing so safe, but in the end, wasn't able to call out that throw. 1-1 apiece now.
Yeah, Night Persona now know what they need to do to score the win here, but of course they have to do it 2 more times if they want to secure their spot for top 8 on their side.
Indeed. And of course, that is going to be a big feat. Mikesaftig gotta be very careful, but same thing with Night Persona. Duel 1. Let's see what transpires. Let's rock. Ooh. Very good sweep. Oh, we're keeping it going. Send out a bomb. Gonna connect with it. No, we still have it alive. There we go. Gets a hit.
Ooh, Dany close, but they're out the corner though, which is good for Saftig here.
Boo, boo, boo. Boo.
Wow, that anti-air.
Very strong anti-air there. Oh, getting DP'd out. And Persona got to be careful. Able to send their kick blades in there. Oh, tap does RRC.
Oh my god, Mike's a believer.
Yeah, Mike's a believer if they're using burst this low.
But they have won this in earlier before, but unlike last time, Night Persona is up a lot of life right now, about 60%. I mean, 40.
Oh, maybe believed a little too much.
Duel 2.
Or maybe not enough. You never know.
True. They were not believe. They gotta believe it. Pulling some Naruto stuff over here. They gotta believe it.
Yep, and there's that fresh haircut, that Memorial Day special haircut.
Memorial Day special haircut is crazy. Oh, wait a minute. We're making our way back in. Wait a minute. That might have been the buff. You know, we cut it off and we're fine now.
Messed up the hairline, got mad. That's how it works.
That's the point. That's the point. Ooh, okay. What a piece. What a piece again. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my. A very strong poke. We're cashing in our chips on this one. Look at this crazy air combo coming out. And we're ending it.
Yeah, I never feel like honestly Saftig probably has one of the craziest air conversions also I've ever seen.
That was absolutely insane. It literally just felt smooth like butter. Looks like the Night Persona's coming back a little bit. PRC? Counter PRC? DP in the air?
Yeah, that was definitely locked. But now in episode they're trying to get the work. Anti-air scalpel again.
RNG Jesus. RN Jesus.
What is going on, man? Oh wait, no RC? Oh, but does it matter? Trade is gonna work in Night Persona's favor. Now up 2-1 against Mikesaftig.
Yeah, that was quite literally RN Jesus. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Look, I was gonna say anything. But it was on Night Persona to be able to play around that as well as he did. So,
you know, very good, of course, from my Persona. Gonna tie it up 3-2 now. Gotta feel good about that.
oh man.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
You're counter 2B. Not gonna see a burst here from that Persona. But we are gonna see a hard knockdown scenario here. Positive bonus as well. To get that tension gauge very passively. Oh my.
Throw. Kick to the dome, and there we go. You get the hit in for a slash. Okay, Mikesaftig might try to make the run back.
Was good touch, Bert. And that's a very funny prayer you got there. Oh my.
Hit, keep the hit up. RNGesus. RNG. Oh, DP though. Nice RC.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, that's hitting strong.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, 2-2 now.
I guess to be fair, it was pretty much cutting it super from Soul, and they also had mirrored as well to be able to kill. So, wow, 2-2.
Very strong. Okay, 2-2. All right. Night Persona, of course, has been able to, use RNGesus to their favor, especially in one of those rounds where they were just hidden in the sky. But Mikesaftig has just been doing Mikesaftig things, so it's one of those situations. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see on what's gonna be winning out on top here.
Wow, the state ready to convert off the mini cross as well. Only one, and the Afro now on Saftig gonna have access to be able to put the Afro on fire now. Yep, Garker's gonna happen, going straight into snip here.
Trying to jump in again. Find your poke. Nice. Oh, and we're just going for the OD. Secure it. We're on set point right now for Night Persona over Mikesaftig. That's insane.
Insane indeed, but we'll see if Mike's able to turn around or if Night Persona is going to secure their spot here.
Hammer's gone. Oh, able to get a little bit of an anti-air. Nice poke too. The banana gonna slip you up and secure the Afro too.
Oh, but beautiful dash off of Mikesaftig, avoiding JD. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use burst there. Mikesaftig, both of them honestly really want to take it, but mainly that Persona anti-aired out of your Scarecrow mix-up. Now you want to see. Oh, able to connect that one, but gets bursted. Oh yeah, we're comboing off that DP. Oh, got the corner, got the sweep, hook, line, and sinker. Ooh, okay, really strong.
However, you gotta be on the lookout for anything out of the ordinary here.
There we go. Already able to get a strong poke. We'll be carrying MomComePickMeUp up to the corner yet again. Got the shock state set up too. Got a little gone, but hey, we bring it back. Oh, doesn't even care about your tornado and your burst. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much why Tornado is kind of a wishy-washy move.
Yeah, the fact that Kai can just kind of run through that with just a poke is absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's like the number one thing a lot of characters in the game can do is just they either just swing out a very big, just doing a normal, or throwing a, like a special move. That's pretty much like what everybody can do, pretty much.
He's got the wall again. Fireball. Already very, very rough game right now for MomComePickMeUp. Prayer and a dream. They're praying to RNGesus to try to win this game, especially with all this pressure right now and the risk meter.
Yeah, right now Dany putting on relentless pressure, but yeah, I will say when dealing with Kai a lot of the time, like kind of my philosophy for dealing with Kai a lot of the time is when I'm in shock state, I'm just gonna tunnel vision Fudra because they kind of want to do that, you know, because they want to get them the plus range to really continue for free. So I'm just gonna wait for the flip and then just 5P that shit, you know. So it's just like I think once you're able to check Fudra, you know, a lot of and it's good damage too because even if you call it out, you can do 5K. That's easy 5P Mantis, 5P Renton. You can do one vision. You got meter as well. So it's very easy call out, very easy damage.
Absolutely. Already trying to jump in again. Bursting out too. Sends in the fireball. Gotta block the sickles right now. MomComePickMeUp actually getting some strong damage in this game. Anti-air?
Oh, that's PRC from picking me up. Oh, who do you think you're bursting on?
That's the second time in a row Dany Maza does not play when it comes to your bursts. Oh, hey, immediately poke him out. Nice.
Yeah, but once again, not getting a full combo that could have been a big bit of damage there.
Oh, and the stun dipper to RRC. It's the dust. Yeah, let's go and take you out. It's just a bunch of we got to be doing our follow-ups. We're able to get our hits, but we're not confirming off of them in order to make them truly devastating combos.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Axel and Zona in general. Like, you need to have the damage. Like, a lot of his things are just really not that threatening, but it's even less threatening if you're not going to do any damage off of your hits. You need that.
Why the lightning coming out? Yeah, we really gotta be finding that damage from MomComePickMeUp. Oh, able to backdash against that kick. PRC.
Yeah. Oh, nice. See, there's at least something. Dany now trying to navigate the neutral.
He's zoning out right now. Oh, but just jumps over and does a little stun dipper there.
Yep.
Yeah. DP waits for you to get back up. Wait a minute, that might have been their undoing.
Oh, messes up the combo. Should get 2 5Ks and it's gonna be Waco RTL from Dany. Let's hit game 2.
Yeah, we were mashing on that. I imagine trying to really take Dany out. MomComePickMeUp might have been, you know, going in that one lane brain, and because of that, Dany Maza knew they had the perfect opportunity to just use an OD there.
Alright, going into game 3 here. A small bit of enough data has been going through here for it to be some sort of adaptation look here. But we'll see if they've been taking note or if Dany is going to secure this win.
Let's see what's going to happen because already we're getting the wall broken on ourselves. So not a strong sign. Maza already taking out a little bit here. But hey, Whistling Wind was able to connect. You also get a sickle connect there and a rainwater. Oh, there we go. We're getting some solid damage there now.
Hey, Sacred Edge can be guaranteed hard knockdowns as well. Shock stay as well.
Oh yeah, we are securing that, and now we are on set point for Dany Maza. Oh, he's the anti-air.
Oh my lord.
Every time it's burst in the bag, and yeah, OD fireball, you're already down and out half of your bar, you're in the shock state, you're stuck in the corner, the wild assault has come out, but hey, you're blocking a lot of stuff. Or maybe too much.
Yeah, but that risk needs some therapy right now. Nice swatches combo here.
Nice, there we go, okay. MomComePickMeUp showing some sides of life.
But that has to keep it going here. Big, yep, there it is. Oh no, one vision. Oh, but the rinse and fast PRC gonna get this job done. That's the reliable. That's like literally like launch tech is great. It's amazing.
Hey, it still works. It still works.
It still works.
Maza is also still working because they already got half the bar off on MomComePickMeUp, and yeah, gonna be securing that off of the OD Fireball. Little bit of life left in MomComePickMeUp, and getting thrown, not the answer. Perfect to end it off.
That was a fine bout.
Showing that from Dany. Honestly, I think Faust is probably one of the characters that can do fine into A.B.A because I feel like A.B.A struggles a lot more against characters that can kind of stall easily. I want to say Faust might be able to do that with item throw, as well as of course having a strong range, but he does have like I mentioned earlier, far slash too as well. So we won't be seeing that. I mean, even though A.B.A does have access to oh, never mind. Hand ice to Jealousy Rage. Oh, never mind. The backward we're started. Here we go.
Ooh, does a little bit of a mix-up there. Able to get another whirlwind. Okay, Maseeeen continuing to block. They have to find a way to get out of this blocking state. Still keeping up the defense. Oh, tries to
nice.
Tilt a little bit. Nice, dissolve it. We're in the jealousy right now. Burst.
Very smart burst from that person as well. That Jealousy was running low.
Ooh, nice sweep. Poke it right after, and yeah, RNG this. We got a bomb, we got a hammer. We're gonna Galt swing you. Another bomb, and just 5p it out.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Ooh, nice. Yep. Started out pretty strong in Persona.
Two strong high-low pokes going into the mini Faust army, and we got a bomb set up in the corner, and we get the poke on you, forcing the burst.
Oh, I actually like the decision from that episode is they saw the ultimate Jealousy Rage, just pull up, mix, and not let them get started at all. Nice. Oh, just command dash out. This clap.
Slap.
Nice, gonna be able to just jab out a little bit. That Persona already feeling very strong in this game. It feels like they're able to do so much, and meanwhile Maseeeen, other than like intertwine tilt or trying to bond and dissolve, they're not finding a lot of options that are able to stop this momentum that Night Persona keeps getting, either with their strong pokes, again, long range zoner type thing, or of course the items coming out from Faust.
Yep, but we'll see if they have anything else to bring to the table here in game 2 to us about to win. But right now, the way Night Persona is playing right now is definitely going to be a hard fight because you're just playing it just so well right now. We're seeing them play around Jealousy Rage well, play the neutral well, you know, and the unconventional movement with A.B.A. Going to be tough. But right now, they're trying to make something happen here. Oh.
Trying to send in the key, gets the tilt. We have the corner right now, and he bursts it out of it. Oh, catching them, trying to set up the meteorite. Gotta sweep again, gotta sweep again, gotta poke again. Nice, the doll coming out in favor.
Oh my. The old episode pulling up. 5-inch clips, but not able to get full conversion though. Bomb, I get a whiff punish. That was a very smart Scarecrow. Oh my god, what that being Don's eye.
I know, that was so good in order to secure the corner pressure for Night Persona. Already going to be able to cave to a little bit of a low sweep. Another low sweep that sets up into the bomb. Gets the ton too. Is the hair going to work? The hair's going to work.
Oh, bro. Anti-air thrust is just so funny to me. I've never seen that until today.
Really? Oh! Oh! Yeah, no, that's murder. We're done here. 2-0 so far for Night Persona, which could be running over your entire lower body and sending you flying. I mean, what else are you gonna do there?
Yeah, it's just very rough. Like, it's just, it feels like A.B.A has the tools, but it's just like being able to rotate them and then having to deal with RNG with like mini Faust and bomb messing up your movement. You might have like a random hammer hit your head. It's like it's hard to kind of rotate those options as well as play around items as well as when you get close. Now you gotta start dealing with buttons to check you, and then it feels like Jealousy Rage gets popped, and then we saw earlier like 9% just pulled up. So it's like what can you like really do?
Nice burst. Yeah. Maseeeen really has to find out what they can really do against that persona because they continue to put them in such poor situations. So it looks like, Maseeeen is able to, get back up, hammer, afro, bomb. Oh, sets up the afro.
Oh, getting the combo of the trumpet as well too.
BRC. It's hit low though.
Oh,
Another BRC. Okay. Wasn't expecting it the second time around. And the slip from the banana. And the poke. And another poke.
Man, 9% really looking good right now. On set point currently.
Okay.
Oh, Thrall's get a wolf punish. Beautiful stuff.
Very good reel in for the hook, line, and sinker. Already sending in the bomb, doing a little bit of tennis. Oh, gets the sweep again. Going to set up on the wall. Send their head down for an explosion. Yeah, we're wall breaking on this, maybe. Oh no, we're bursting.
Yeah, we're seeing that person push up the rhythm a little bit to try to put Maseeeen in the corner. Erase my move here.
Nice knockdown. RRC, bomb not going to do much. Mini Faust army going to come back in turn, but hey, we just bring you back down after stabbing you with the scalpel.
With Kensei versus Kana.
Let's see how this starts out. Immediately backdashing. Kana trying to play a little bit safe, trying to find a safe poke. Able to get something, but already forcing the burst coming out from Kensei. 2K2D, and already got you against the wall. Ooh, and a poke.
Oh. Nice Kana over wild also as well. Ooh, DP coming out from Kensei.
Boom. There we go. RTL. No, RTL. Tyrant Barrel. Going to be able to do a lot against Kensei. Hoofstomp. RRC. Air dash your way in. Boom, 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 boom. And tackles. Caught in the backdash though.
Oh, okay, direct clock to make the wall.
Oh! Just stray DP like that.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Go ahead and talk to Jesus while you're up there, because going round 2 now.
I feel like I see that a lot from the Kais too. The DP is very strong, very big DP, but definitely used a lot of times raw and usually gets counteracted for what Kana was able to do there. But Kensei's cooking now, able to connect the DP this time, going to be able to secure the wall break too. Going to the third part of the stage in this round. Stun dip not connecting.
Tries to jab, but back in from Kana, pulling right back up with that L cut. Full conversion into Tyrant Range. Break the wall as well, get the hard knockdown. Positive bonus. Counter it, close slash. Forward straight into super. Not going to let him burst at all.
Nice. Burst coming out, sending in a fireball. RRC actually going to be able to connect for Kensei. Another one. Can we take this to it? Yeah, we're taking this to a round 3.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Okay. Are we starting off this next one? Already being careful. There we go. And they do not have burst, so we can yeah. DP again, just getting whiffed.
Oh no, whip push on the 6P, but the anti-air 5P from Khan immediately RTO to not let the burst come back for Kensei. It's going to be game 1 going to Kana.
Whew. Very strong from Kana at the start there. I feel like they've really learned, especially from this first round and of course their match against Maza, that, as I touched on a little bit before, DPs come out a dime a dozen, and because of that, they look to bait them out now. As you saw near the end of that last game, kind of baited out a little bit, and once they had the perfect opportunity, just whiff punish.
One. Let's rock.
An opening.
Oh my god, back though from Kensei. On the elbow.
Getting bursted out too. Fireball. Ooh, 2K2D, RRC, Fireball, DP, boom, boom, send you flying. Overhead, I imagine a hoof stomp is going to be coming out at any minute from Kana.
Most definitely, yep, and there it is with no stamina on the line, but the burst coming out from Kensei.
RRC again, trying to flip in. 2K2D into the stun dipper, yeah, that's going to kill there.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I see you.
Oh, kind of 2D on the L kind. Oh, but the hog bait cleanup from Kana.
Nice. Boom, boom. Tyrant barrel. Secure the corner again. Usam, RC, tap dust again. Kana's momentum just not stopping. And again, we're doing those DPs. You gotta stop.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
2P? K2D. Gets bursted out for it though.
Oh, I love the
Fireball.
air stall with stun edge.
Sick time barrel.
Okay, Kana breaking the wall here, but there is a surge and burst that Kensei got from being wall splatted. But still down though, no access to wall assault. Just got it though.
Nice. Fireball again. Could be sending Kana to the corner. Don't got any tension, so we're just going to be getting a normal wall break here. Still could be anybody's game, especially with full resources for Kana right now. Yeah, Tyrant Barrel. Send it back to where we just were. Nice. Burst coming out from Kensei. Be extra careful. PRC in turn.
Oh, tries to pull a whip stomp. That might have cost you here. Oh, but Kensei backs off. Honestly, right now, if anything goes wrong for Kana right now, they have the burst, but the trade, but in favor of Kana going up 2 in a very close scenario.
The fact that it's this close, again, I was saying before with the Mikesaftig going out even before we got into top 8, but this is losers round 1 of top 8. The fact that Kensei is 1 game away from being sent home, especially after some of their past performances, is insane. Showing just, you know, anybody can get stronger than anybody in this game. Nobody's the king forever.
Duel 1.
Here we go. Game 3 here.
Back touch a little bit. Nice connection.
I still had a button with it. Oh, nice counter hit from Kana. One bit DP, but Kensei. Sorry.
Now you good, you good.
Okay, JS from Kensei, RC as well. 6 can get a connect, get the conversion as well. Not gonna be a kill because Guts is in play right now. But now Kana down in life, but not down in the options. Full tension, but uses the BRC.
Ooh. Literally just got 2P'd there to just send you down a little bit. Kana though, again you gotta remember, they're 0-2 right now. They're already playing this round very strong. Hawk Baker not gonna be able to get the full wall combo. Has to back out a little bit, but still gets another poke into the Tyrant Barrel. Okay, we're using that not even on the wall, but we're still getting some crazy wall damage.
Daniel's gonna break. Daniel's gonna be really backing up here. Oh, combo drops again.
Oh, look at the poke there into the Stun Dipper RRC into the Fireball to carry.
I wonder if that hoof stomp was supposed to call out the Stun Dipper.
I mean, that is a good option. A little bit of that high-low mix. Already the hoof stomp too. Okay. Mix up again. Beat driver not going to connect. Oh, and it gets 2K2D'd out.
Nice challenge.
Dash out. Jab. 2P.
Wow. Nice. Oh, hook stomp into RC. It is going to be curtains for Kensei's tournament run tonight. 3-0 victory for Kana.
Best victory ever.
Kana gonna be the one to take it. Of course, going to be moving on in that top 8, knocking Kensei out, which again is crazy. They're gonna be moving.
Brings their flair of Soul Bad Guy, who betrayed
Of course.
Soul verse for a little bit, but has been back, coming out strong here with that 2K start. Actually, a great way to go. We burned out that first wave for Potem-King.
Doing pretty good so far. Potemkin without burst is going to be pretty unfortunate, but for Mikesaftig, that's very, very happy. Get that time race over, and we're going to be breaking this wall here, and I got the positive advantage coming up in the moment. Nice air dash, goes for the
Single
roll.
hit. Tricky stuff there from Mikesaftig on the jump in. Potemkin thinking we were going to be able to block that second hit with the JH there. Unfortunately got caught low, and that's the scary fact about that JH from Soul. The height dependent here determines that how many hits will actually come out. And again, trying to open up on this path here. I'm willing to bet there's a pot buster in there that we're just missing.
Yeah, somewhere in there's a pot buster, and maybe we'll find it at some point, but that PRC is what we're finding, and then a beautiful counter hit button on the way down, JS from Soul, but Mikesaftig sniping us out the sky like a Hawkeye. There's the volcanic vibrate, and we're going to the next stage, or maybe not. Okay, now we are. It was all a bait. It was all a bait, I swear. And nicely done from Mikesaftig to take that first game, as a matter of fact. That was just one game quick.
Absolutely. We got to be careful on trying to challenge in between the block string pressure into Fafnir. There is a window of opportunity there. But you got to be darn right when you're going to challenge there. Some folks,
easy.
depending upon spacing, got that 6P option. But Pop Buster, I know you're going for that gap, and I know that gap is possible.
Yes.
But at this point, we're not accurate with it right now.
Nah, and trying to challenge that gap all the time, that's a very big risk versus reward. The reward is great, but that risk is high, which is exactly why I always say, you know, watching is the best thing to do. And just pay attention and respond with quicker buttons. But we're now into this next match here. Locking us down with Mega Fist, Mikesaftig finding a response, but baits out the burst. And ladies and gents, I think we've seen this damage before. And time again, Mikesaftig optimization in the station after walk here. Pressure being applied with a Fafnir have landed as well. Next zone, here we go.
Potem-King has only told Mikesaftig one thing. I'm willing to press her in this block spring pressure, and I can keep going for that path here every time. Misses the Garuda impact meaty setup here. Not jumping. Kind of an awkward position there for both players, and yet Mike still coming out okay. Nice 2K after the Mega Fist.
Yeah, there's a path here. I'm liking this offense sequence from Mike right here. Good sequence of events, and then gets the wild throw, but Pot due to guts, not dead just yet. FD and trying to stay alive, but got some projectile noise, gun flame right there for you. Don't come near.
Nice little backdash, get away from the hammer fall. Slash just catching jump, and there's the throw. Excellent timing here for Potem-King. Maybe expecting burst. There it is after the slide head.
Oh, but tapping on the door, open up, knock knock. It's a 5P from Soul. Able to give ourselves the space that we need, but Potemkin with a flick, putting Mikesaftig in the corner here. Mikesaftig find a way out and manages to do so with the Bandit Bringer, picks up with the 5K. There's a JD, JH as well. Wanted to get a burst probably at some point, but not what he was going for, maybe. Okay.
Stepping out, does get low, 5K.
When in doubt, wake up 5K.
Good actually jumping out. You got that gold burst there. But I don't know if you're going to get to use that positive bonus at this rate. Didn't miss the clean hit. That's a big factor of that routing, but Mike still got the shatter. He would have got clean hit after, but the follow-up into the clean hit, heavy volcanic, would have got shatter, and quite honestly, probably would have killed there.
But a heavenly pop buster after trying to avoid the blue screen of doom will be saving Mike, not this round. to download, but it's actually going to be winning for Potemkin, actually. So, Potemkin winning this round. Got the extra head after that? That's disrespectful. Just throw him over to the screen. It's like, we're not done here.
Honestly, good little adjustment there for Potem-King. We are not opening up on the Fafnir route there.
Oh, you saw that. You saw that 5K, so you know what he wanted to do.
Alright, dastardly if we got the 5K. Actually, if we fuzzy off that too, that would have been interesting. Calls out the burst a mile away. The 2 has to convert into the shatter here.
Oh, and then we're going to the next screen already. Let's see how Mike but a volcanic viper for the super. You're a ballsy guy. And I gotta say, I like a good play like that. Mikesaftig taking this second game after what seemed to be Potemkin's comeback potential there.
Indeed, Potem-King making a great call with the Heavenly Pot Buster. We've shown it at least once. But once you go for that super flash, it's an opportunity for Mikesaftig to make a challenge there.
Right.
And great call out from Mike just to keep active defense, no matter which position they're in on the screen here, to call out that Heavenly Pot Buster.
Yeah, and thankfully, like you said, the super flash was there. Not all characters have that sort of that super flash, right? Some characters supers come out immediately, some characters do not. But thankfully, Mikesaftig was able to respond accordingly to that. As we step into our final game between these two wonderful players here, Potemkin's got to make some sort of comeback because right now Mikesaftig is riding high on momentum and high on Soul Bad Guy Flames. Starting off this round with a Wild Assault whiffing, but unfortunately not hitting anything, nothing but air as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Mike tried to fish with the 6S while Potem-King was coming down. That's footsies right there. That massive hurt box with the heavy slash. We connect with the far slash there. Big
Welcome to anime
games.
carry. Flicks the gun flame back. Don't you dare bring that near me. There's the blue screen of death. Already using 1 bit of meter. But Mike able to avoid immediately, doing a very good job. But that retreat is still active. Mike playing it safely and doing a right job for it. Picks up with the heavy volcanic viper. The red RC is right there to keep it going. Dust loop. And next zone.
You know what I miss? I miss the faster red RC combo off of the heavy volcanic viper.
Honestly, same.
This version just not as good anymore.
Right, doing heavy volcanic viper, and you just see Soul flying through the sky. JH, heavy volcanic viper again, and another one. Speak of the devil, and then nowhere near him will be Gunflame. Man, such a crazy character. It would just do that. Well, not even crazy, just simple. Doesn't need a whole lot of anything. Soul getting Pop Buster. Where the troubles? Shouldn't have done that. It's back. Gold burst. Away right now, able to avoid another Pop Buster. And then Markin gets a low knockdown. JH, but
very nice. Remember game 1, that was a factor where we did the JH, we didn't block the second hit. We got caught low. Quick reaction from Potem-King. Nice little OS almost, right? Just going for that back throw.
And in this game, you need some OSs. You need to be ready for what comes up. Because 1 minute, you're saying, okay, he didn't block there. Maza pressing the button, you get kind of hit for it, and you lose the whole round. Mikesaftig's got Potemkin in the corner right here. Pressure. Backs away, though. Wants to see if Potemkin was going to go for another option there. Oh, boy, scrambling right now. Let's get a death.
Got the Aegis Reflector out, but Mike has been navigating around that so well.
Yes.
Making a zero factor in terms of having to deal with it in the mid-screen.
He's not
on the approach.
He's not scared of it at all. It's like, if you're not going to make that threatening to me, I'm not going to be worried about it. I'm going to keep playing my game. I'm going to do what I got to do. And that's not only win, but make sure you don't get a singular opportunity to make that effective.
There could air route. The 5K got the interrupt there. There's that burst, forcing Potem-King to spend it.
Yep, you had to. You had no choice. You're about to die. 1 more round left. This could be Mike's round. This could be Potem-King's round. Whoever it could be. Mike is on potential moving on forward. And there's a 6S, and we're going to confirm it with a close slash after. Good job, Mikesaftig, taking it 3-0. And A.B.A, one of the newest characters coming to Guilty Gear Strive, if I'm not mistaken, from last season, has been making some waves with a lot of the community, but not too sure she's been making any strong places. However, we do got one, Maseeeen in top 8, as you see right here, going up against Kana, who is overwhelming with the offense and baits out the burst early, but a beautiful far-reach 5H. And now Maseeeen able to come back and puts Kana in the corner. Now she's doing a pretty excellent job on defense, but I gotta say, A.B.A's outside of Jealousy Rage. You know what that means? He got them to work with. However, A.B.A still got some pretty good buttons. Still has a good far-reaching R/slash, 5S, and 5H. However, Kana with an offense. There's 6K lands with a low. Tyrant Barrel.
whole opening gambit was by the book in terms of counter A.B.A play right there. You don't want her to be in that Jealous Rage, and that's what Kana was really trying to do, force corner position, and also keep it that counter hit, like the driver range, or even the far slash range there. 6K, able to fish for that counter hit. Still our turn here.
Still our turn. We're going to the next area. We got that positive bonus on our meter right there. Is going to be filling that up passively as we go along, and it's still increasing with every hit, every block, everything, no matter what you can think of. But see Jealous Rage on our screen here. Maseeeen trying to find a point to get in. Kana makes an effort and manages to do so. BRC to keep the frames. There's a 5D, and I think we're about to be dead here.
Oh yeah, we are definitely dead with that shatter there, and that was again smart from Kana to back off. Maseeeen was still at the full distance range in Jealous Rage. It's kind of tricky for A.B.A to close that gap. Of course, she has a substantial amount of speed in Jealous Rage state, don't get me wrong, but it's that approach that you're going up against Kana, who has been kind of preemptively controlling that space anyways, with the 6Ps and the 2S, really controlling that distance away, and it dissuades Maseeeen from closing the gap. So Kana, again, just being very preventative in terms of what Maseeeen is willing and wanting.
And when that gap of like trying to approach is closed, it makes you think, how do I get in here now? Do I play a little bit more patiently? Do I do a little bit more wild things? Do I go for more like overheads? Do I go for more, because anything of the sort. It could be anything, right? But now we're going to see how Maseeeen finds an answer to that. No Jealous Rage available to work with, and Kana taking full advantage of that with the super to capitalize for max damage. And Jesus Christ, Maseeeen is bleeding out. Somebody get my friend a first aid kit. 6K plus right there. Nice follow with the Elcon afterwards.
Got the guard crush there. That opened up an opportunity to stick up that 5K. A little bit faster on the button because of the guard crush there for Maseeeen.
And Kana got one game up. This could be their second game that they're working with right now. What a beautiful 5P to start us off. Didn't even go for a risky option. Just chose a pretty quick, straightforward one.
It's interesting. Got a far slash instead of close right there. That kind of screwed things up there a bit for Kana, but still able to go for that low poke. Missing the L cut, and that means Danzai corner combo here. No way. You had the meter for shatter, but you probably want to rebuild on that Jealous Rage meter anyways.
Maybe so, but that wasn't the best choice to go for because you would have had meter to work with and you could have still had the offense. But now there's going to be Kana's turn to shine with a close slash for her troubles on counter hit, and Maseeeen going to be sent to the next area here with, once again, Kana on that positive side. Advantage is all hers right now. Goes for the hoof stomp. Oh no! Drops the combo! Want to make the burst out so bad! And look at Kana trying to take it slow but surely. Maseeen's gonna come back and fight right now. And stop on the J's for a little bit, but a burst from Kana and then pokes it out with the Tyrant. Not Tyrant, Beak.
The Beak driver!
The Beak! Oh, I hate that move, dude. That move is still very good just because of how much it covers. It's poking out Maseeeen a whole lot too, to make them nervous on how to get in. Maseeen's been having a lot of trouble trying to get in on Kana. Kana taking advantage of every single opportunity within the neutral, at the corner, or when they're in the corner. Does not matter. They're going to make sure Maseeeen presses, and if not presses, they're going to make sure they can get an OS, or to keep straight pressure in front of their faces. The frames are given to you for free.
Oh, God. Too. Like, honestly, so much of the set has been, again, just denying Maseeeen the opportunity to pop that Jealous Rage. Maseeeen needs that because we don't have Danzai in this state right now. We can't armor through some of this pressure. We could go for a guard cancel, but the fact that we burst so early means we don't have guard cancel. So you have to rely on your FD and other normals to try to challenge out here. And it's just not happening. The relentless offense from Kana. Another overhead to finish the job.
Nicely done. Once again, Kana starting off with that 5P. I like that option there to go for a 5P every round too, because that means, like, again, you're safe. You're keeping yourself out of harm's way. You're not doing a whole lot. You're making a pretty good point. And another JP as well. Quick button. 5 frame 4. There's early burst and outward jealousy.
Let's have the anti-air there. Nice command dash. Let's get Danzai for extension. Just, oh no, wait a minute. We're out of Jealous Rage. We can only get the 2 up 4K. Try to reset the PRC to stay safe. Let's jump back S. Another one.
I like what I'm seeing from Kana right now. Gets the throw finally. And then the big confirm. With that being said, Maseeeen is going to be down another round, which in other terms equals Kana 3-0 and come out of both of these players because they don't want nothing. Well, for one, Mom doesn't want soul in front of their face, like you mentioned. Got that Dez on that F5P. And beautiful IB already from Mikesaftig.
I love that pump fake there at the opening gambit from Mikesaftig. The big button that we're worried about here at round start from Axel is that slash. That close slash is not as terrible to deal with as the far slash because he does that nice little distance away from Axel on the approach here, and great options come from MomComePickMeUp to be preventative on the approach that Mike is taking.
And lands that 2K. Yes, sir. Classic soul button never gets old. Drops a combo. Unfortunately, Fafnir not able to capitalize and get that last hit, but we do so this time, sending us to the next area. Positive bonus on Mike's side. Doesn't have to do a whole lot. It's got the health lead, and the meter is still building passively. Able to get in with JK. DRC to stay alive and active.
Yeah, awkward situation there, Mike. Not quite sure what we were trying to go for there at the blue RC. Maybe we wanted a drift. We didn't get it. Doesn't matter. Winter Mantis connects with a super for time stop. That's just close enough for Shatter potentially. Not going to use it. Let's pull you back in for Tornado and set it up later.
Yo, my guy said I got these on deck. Nicely done. Axel Low is doing nicely right now, but opened up with a quick 2K. Mike didn't capitalize with that last hit there, and the throw generic will take that first round. And like I said, very insane combo. That combo was hella sick.
Wait a minute, was that JS that just blasted through that DP? That's so important for Soul. Is that Slash?
Excellent. Rainwater once again coming through. IB's a 2P right there, jumping up. The tornado is actually keeping Mom away from Soul as much as possible. Mikesaftig now gonna hold some more pressure. Plus frames are all over the table right now. Beautiful jump H right there to stay alive. Wow, the Soul's block.
Nice block of the tap dust here from Mike.
Yes. Able to navigate and does so beautifully with the Bandit Bringer cross of JK hits Fafnir to 5D. All the meter being used. We're spending for the girl. That's all he needs.
Out and crossed up JK, but trying to go for reset wild throw. I'm willing to bet there. Fortunate for Mom to go for that 2K. Assault continues. The Fafnir.
The risk is building up quite high for Mom right now, who is trying to stay one hit away from living and manages to do so with a beautiful J button like that. Nicely done for MomComePickMeUp to get that first game. 2-0 too.
Got that distance away from the opponent there. Yeah, good quick decision making from MomComePickMeUp. Mom's taking that advantage here. And like I said at the top, it's not an easy matchup for Soul Bad Guy to close the gap. Try to navigate, it's still, we're losing a ton of life to do so.
Yeah, I think that's the first round we've seen, actually first game we've seen Mike lost within this top 8 so far. At least for you and my eyes, at least, right? So Mike's got a whole lot of homework to do mid-match, but as some of us FGC goers always say, make the first round your down low, because what's looking like a dollar right now is the fact that MomComePickMeUp got the back throw incident and then 5K in response, because that was a bad movement decision right there.
Just the 5K, but still got an RC. Mike gonna make the most of this here. Another JD to Shatter.
Stay alive in this right now. Beautiful 6H out of Axel right there.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I was double checking to see who put Mike in losers. It was Knight Persona there, just outside the top 8 qualifier. Low slash and big Shatter for a round.
Nicely done, and thank you for correcting me on that, because ladies and gents, these matches go by so quick, you're gonna be wondering who got sent to losers by whom. Well, we got all the answers. Hit that exclamation mark bracket to see what's been going on in case you think I'm lying to you, because I do love the live chat. Nice knockdown tornado, adding the effect. Careful now. Yo, mind your business. Stop getting in front of me. Look, I'm Axel. I got sickles. I told you stop moving.
Oh! Got the back dash, and that gives you time to fish for a 6S. Let's get
too high up. You get it.
No, too high. Nice jump. Nice. Able to get the whiff punish here off the throw. Now we're back to the corner, exactly where we want to be, but the 2K, 2D comes from Mom. Falls out the first. Cinches a victory.
Why they burst there, Mike? Now you gotta go into this round with no burst. You just got hit with 5P. Look at what Axel's doing right now. Staying pretty, staying alive. Look at where the health bars is at. Axel low, higher than Soul Bad Guys. If not slightly even within the next couple of hits, right? There's a tornado trying to approach, keeping out Mikesaftig as much as possible, who's jumping around, still managing to find the way in, thankfully. But the thing is, Mom's not getting hit. They're just taking some small chip at certain special moves. Still, Mikesaftig is just not having a ball right now. That is so unfortunate by Lorenzen. Dude,
that tornado was the most insane tornado. You were like a frame away from going absolutely nuclear against that Night Ray Vortex coming from Mikesaftig. You're so lucky.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time tornado saves somebody's life, I think I'd have probably $1 million at this point or something. It may be
To be
close.
clear,
To
that's in this game because
Yes.
I don't know if anybody's been caught in a tornado that saved their life. Actually, you know
Hey,
what?
man.
Maybe, I'm sure there's a crazy story where that has happened.
There's
Gotta
someone
be.
in this universe. There's someone in this universe that did get saved by that tornado. We just have not spoken to them yet.
Oh, nice. Anti-air.
Bends the meter to get the combo going, but Mike with a burst right there, lowered into the health bar status. Got to be reaching yellow with one more hit, but able to close the gap, gets the generic throw. JH, and you pressed the button. What did you do there, Mom? Hold on. You're gonna have to eat some damage for that one. Now we're even up on health bars just by a tad margin, though.
Ooh. Gotta sneak it with that 5 feet. You know what? Mom has been superb with sniping out these buttons here. I mean, I can't believe we got to see a 6K in this set, but Mike still doing an excellent job trying to navigate. We'll see if we can close it out, though, because game 2, we had that first blood, but man, Mom was still able to close out the set.
Yep, and Mom is not doing anything completely differently. Oh, goodness gracious, poor soul. Still eating Renton into explosion. You gotta do something about this. This is not looking good. Look at where Mike's health is after just one or two interactions.
Missed the clean hit. That was still the okay route. It's a little easier when you go for the 2K into the fat air pickup there, like 2K success.
Okay.
For clean hit, but Mike gets that out there. Nice! The single hit JH. We got a round. And a game.
Finally. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Just said full send it all the way through. We're not done. I'm driving the car. It's a Lamborghini. It goes up to 100 miles per hour, and I'm on Highway 6. Free.
How many cars are on Highway 6 for you to be going 100 miles an hour?
None. And that's exactly what Mikesaftig is trying to enforce right here, because that first game could be the maker for 3-2 if MomComePickMeUp doesn't do something about it early on, because she is only one game away from moving further into the top 8 for losers.
Well, there's the immediate burst. Bringer here staggers off the 2K to open low, and Mom is not budging. The JS will connect here. Oh, excellent burst.
This is insane right now, and the tornado catches our boy. Not good for the hero, but a 6H from that far away? You're a madman. But she ain't got no meter to make it work, though.
I'll throw here. Mike taking chances and claiming names for it here. 2K into Bandit. Ringer, or Revolver rather, will actually finish the job. Oh, nice backdash.
It's Burger. Alright, Mom doing a good job just throwing out some buttons, trying to keep Mike away from her as much as possible, but able to get with a far slash. Fafnir confirmed and does a 2K to get up really quickly, wants to keep that offense going, because look at what's happening. Mike does not care what is going on the screen, right? You get knocked down, they want you to get up immediately. You get wall stun, we're not done yet. Keep taking damage. He wants to keep that flow going for as long as possible, because now Mom does not have an answer. And just like the card after you lose says, yikes. Or after you win, whichever one you prefer. That's a big yikes moment, I ain't gonna lie.
Yikes.
Yikers. Well, anyways, we're still getting into our next game here. There's going to be the final game between these two wonderful players here in Losers Quarterfinal. So let's see how this turns out. 99 seconds on our clock. Here we go. Mike with a bandit bringer from high up. The flex early on, though, but don't have burst anymore, though.
At least push back to this corner, does build at risk, and you thought you took a chance. Nice. Actually getting the counter hit off the slash version of the Volcanic Viper. Mike is in control.
Mike is always in control. Ever since that last game, Mike has always been in control right now. You know what Mike loves to do? Party time. All over the screen here. 2K2D Classic Soul Bad Guy.
What are you standing up for, Mom?
Sorry, son. The food's gotta be cooked. I gotta put the seasoning in, and I gotta chop up the onions, and I gotta make sure I don't get caught by 5H again. That's why we're doing a generic throw. But mistimed the 2H though, and there's a broken throw. Good job from Mom, staying in this as long as possible. Mikesaftig could be on a one-way ticket out of this pool if Mom does not find an answer soon enough, because Mike is still in. BRC is trying to use something with that meter. The JP Classic Soul button.
Little we ever see a 6K coming from Axel. Mikesaftig did not have that whip punish on deck ready for it here. Let's go for the revolver. Still trying to bring pressure here in that far slash rather, excuse me, from Mom on the full screen distance. No punish.
Mom's defense was so good in that whole last interaction from Mike right now. Couldn't even open them up one bit, but we're at the tail end of our health bars here. Mikesaftig with a beautiful 6Js looking to take this home and definitely manages to do so with 6H being the last button to do so. 3-2 after what seemed to be a very mild boy, because Dany and Faust versus on the screen, two cool characters, but one has some randomness to him, the other one likes to play his game.
Trying to fish with that stun edge here. Fortunately, Night Persona's going to have to go through the main character roster for the rest of this night here, potentially. Unless Kana has something to say about it. Actually, it is just main characters. You have Kai, Soul, and
Kai,
Sin.
Soul, and Sin, yep.
Meteor Shower, massive Sem for Super right away. Doesn't want to catch any of the projectiles that Night Persona had just thrown. Deep run up for throw. Dany. Smart change and decision to immediately take that counter hit and shatter to avoid the meteor that was coming in.
That's the main protagonist throw. That's what that is. And now Dany
Maza
Maza.
pressure just gets that shock state.
Faust, unfortunately, getting counter hit for their troubles right now. Dany Maza gonna make sure you hurt for that one. With the Sacred Edge Super, gonna be sent to the next area. Let's see how Night Persona handles the offense. Blocks the 5K, good job. Blocks Future Arc, good job as well. The risk gauge is building up high though, but we're coming up on burst in just a few more interactions, a few more seconds on the clock, and able to swap sides. Meteors. Afro could be coming down soon, right?
We'll get caught with high-low. Finally falls out the 6P. Awkward shenanigans off of the RC teleport here coming from Night Persona. Like, that was tough to deal with. Dany not going to come out on top for this one.
Nah, Dany unfortunately going to have to lose that round that time. It was actually very, very Dany favorite until one wrong move. And then the Afro landed right in front of him. Look, when that Afro is on you, man, I don't know what you got to do, but just don't get hit, please, for your sake and mine. There's the goon coming through trying to help us out.
Not gonna work.
Alright, Night Persona, last end of their health bar right here. One more interaction could do it, and that was the one needed to give Dany Maza this first game 1-0 at the moment.
One got away from you there in terms of rounds here, but still able to clean it up. But there's some tricky stuff that comes through when certain items are on the field. We did see that Dany had to kind of stop early when Mini Faust came into play, or at least had to readjust their position to still keep that advantage. And that's just great awareness from Dany. When you're playing at this level, you have to have that awareness, situational awareness especially, of just being able to make quick decisions and calls as they're happening before you get caught in, another bad spot or an overextension.
Right.
And that was Dany to a T there in that last round.
Also, Dany choosing to start this round off by going in instead. Last game, we just saw Dany using a lot more projectiles, actually, which Night Persona is able to avoid just by basically holding down, which has been working out. Kind of closed that gap a little bit, but baits the burst. The only gap being closed right now is that held bar, though. And now, one more interaction could do it. Let's see how Night Persona's defense is looking, because that poke, it's a Fudra arc. Oh, man, not looking pretty at the moment.
Not just the Fudra, it was R/ in the Fudra arc, and yet still, Night Persona felt compelled to press that 2H. It's my time. I got to.
Look, when in doubt, you just gotta go for it, just to see. Sometimes you want to have a little fun. You got a lad mid-match.
Yeah,
maybe not the tournament
crushing
match.
it. Yeah. Well, 50% lead right now for Dany. Nice command grab.
Afro on him, no samurais.
Side B, guard crush.
Finding their mark, able to avoid the projectile once again. Night Persona given some space to work with. This is good for Dany, though. It's combo, try to bait out the burst. Taps a 5K. Dany's moving right now. I'm trying to avoid Faust as much as possible. Just taking it easy, taking it slow. That's the name of the game. You don't gotta do too much. You got the lead.
You do want to call out, though, the fact that Dany is fishing with that 6P. Took a couple steps forward, fishing for that hook or even farther, far-reaching normals like a slash, 6P right to the counter hit.
Did you see Dany just hit the groom, the little mini Faust, just to make sure he was not in his face no more? That was smart. Very, very smart.
Oh, nice launch, mix. Good round here for Night Persona. But winning it by the skin of your teeth there.
Barely, too. And now we're in the same situation once again. Beautiful golf club. Get 2 hits in on Dany, but that's not death. Still staying alive in this. There's a good pro tag throw. Gets the 5K, dashes up after, wants to keep that advantage. Oh, what a whiff punish. And now Night Persona going to the next zone here with Dany on positive now.
Slash jump back away. Yep, gonna block that hook. Let's go for the dive kick here and a couple mix to coast carry.
Oh, but he ate that banana peel just to get a little bit of health back, and now when he gets up, he had to block that banana for a little bit. Alright, I like what I'm seeing from Dany. Another command grab, put the afro on you. You know what this means. Party time. Everything's increased. Damage, hit boxes, hurt boxes. Does not matter what it is.
Had to block, trying to reach with the heavy slash from Dany. Dany had to block that afro state because there was that explosion because it was on fire. Night Persona got a free breaker for it. Free super. Final touch on either side. Only gold burst really available technically here.
And then there is the far slash. Either way, Night Persona able to take that first or that second round into that second game, making this 1-1. I like what I'm seeing from both these players. It's been very, very back and forth, which is extremely good, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Faust is deceptively strong in terms of damage output. I don't think a lot of folks really realize the threat that Faust actually presents on the field here. If you start watching some of these Faust players, there's a lot of potential, and I think that's exactly what brings Faust so much lower on the tier list, and not like significantly lower, but just the uncertainty. And that's hard to play around. But man, once you master the mixed potential of all his items, you're looking clean.
Yep. RNGesus is the name of Faust's game. Get one good item, you have a ball with it. But Dany not having a ball with that counter hit, JH on the way down. Now Night Persona has the upper hand here, doing a wonderful job right now. But a paper thrusto with the taunt stays alive, and that right there is careful planning. As a Faust player, you gotta be ready for any item you toss out. Whatever comes after, if they get hit or not, capitalize.
2H to call out the run, and Dany's in a predicament at that life point. If I jump and get knocked back into the corner, so I'll try to make a run for it. Whether go far slash or 5H, which we have as our opening gambit here. Wait for 2H, the Foudre works out, and notice we went for the look for the 2P startup right there. Oh, actually, I think I missed it. I think it was the 2K that actually came up with the anti-air, which is generally what they kind of go for.
Probably either 2K or 2S. It was one of those two buttons that we did see. Well, either way, Night Persona gonna get this super and the wall crush on top of that, or wall break, whichever one you prefer the most. Daniel Maza, one more hit away from death, and making this 2-1 for Night Persona here. With a nice stun dipper. No baiting burst, Dany, come on. They're too high in, you're baiting it out too early. This could be nice if you don't stop it.
The nice thing is that we're still routing after the combo. Unfortunately, once we got that ground bounce, that didn't happen, but Dany was still doing like a safe reset to call out that super burst to continue the combo after. As long as it could keep picking it up, you're fine. What sucks are the ones that try to call out the burst that drop the entire combo. You sacrifice damage, sometimes you sacrifice positioning. If you're making a hard read like that, you're gonna have to be willing to accept substantial risk, and
True.
That is not the case here for Dany on this one until we hit that combo limit, quote unquote.
That is something. That's a good point you bring up, though. Keep that in mind, because baiting burst is, a sentence to be a statement, sentence, whatever you want to say, to be made. Once your burst is gone, it's gone. If it gets baited, it's baited, and that hurts even more. But having the route, just in case you try to bait the burst, is always a good thing to have.
Dany with the character swap to Sin.
Interesting
I like this
choice.
one because you have Elk Hunt, so kind of low profile to follow up with calories. Other options.
Speaking of double, Sin just closed the gap. Round start with Hoof Stomp to end it out as well. Beautiful combo from Dany Maza. Ends up with close slash. And 8 afterwards? Yo, come on now. You ain't gotta eat on him. That's the equivalent to flexing.
Nice stomp. So gonna get the 2S follow up here. That's away. And that forces a jump interaction, so you see Night Persona going my way here, trying to counter with JS.
Picks up Dany. Nice job so far. And now we got ourselves in the corner, but the mini Faust comes around and is now causing a scene on the screen there. It's currently gone away now, giving Night Persona the advantage to move up. Dive kick trying to move around and bounce. Mix. Able to get in. Throws out a bunch of items. There's the goon once again on the screen, and a bomb too.
That's why we go for the jump there. We want to avoid the command grab, but still hitting the minion. Try to steal the last touch for victory. That's all we needed. And Mix was not the call. That's super unsafe. And all it took was a simple 5P to close out the game. It's 2-all in the set now.
Nicely done from Dany, ending that last round off with 2P as well. No doubt about that. Dany Maza guy over there is absolutely superb. Gotta say, I'm looking forward to how Mans is gonna take this game right here. If they can take this game. Night Persona was on a streak, was doing pretty good, but the swap to Sin definitely made a lot of different decision making for Night Persona. So now this is their final chance, final opportunity to really even escape Dany Maza's grasp.
Heck dash into a deep driver to meet you mid-screen here. Who's normal is better. Mine's a special, says Sin.
Yours is special, mine's is too. I'll show you else what else is special right now.
Woo!
2H.
Their hook, line, and sinker is still able to burst away, but doesn't get caught in the blast, like pushed away.
Nice 6P there as well to anti-air. Dany Maza getting a little bit too close and just backs away. All they have to do is just walk back and whip punish Dany, who is going down. Another round. This is potential set point for Night Persona if Dany does not find an answer with Sin right now.
Absolutely, and 2H is a beautiful start for Night Persona.
I like what I'm seeing from that right now. Got ourselves locked down in air dashes. Absolutely wants to see what Dany does, and that beak driver is exactly what happens when you give him some range to work with.
A little too confident with that quarter pressure.
Uh-oh. It's getting a little sticky right now. There's the pro tag throw.
Uh-oh.
Base burst out early. This is not looking too good.
She got pushed out and
are you serious?
Able to sneak in with that 6P.
Holy crap! How did that 6P reach right there? You know what? Like it says on Sin's little bags right there that he has on his waist. Hello. Yeah, that's that 6P calling.
Takes a quick snack.
A little hungry right now. I don't want to self-install. I want to eat what you threw out on the table. So bananas on the screen right there. Gets him as well, but the banana peel is still right there. And so is the mini Faust, putting the pressure on Dany right now. Night Persona is looking to take this in one more interaction, but Dany is finding a way to move out and does so. All you gotta do is block right now. Dany, how are you gonna come back from this 6P?
Block. Had the calories to cancel. Does get the Tyrant Barrel.
Going down to the wire right now. 62 seconds coming up on the clock right now. We're currently at 59, and Night Persona still has yet to close out this round, but this could be it. Base the burst out, uses the meter to make sure it didn't happen. Oh my god.
Who am I to argue against Soul Bad Guy?
Right? Look, punch first, ask questions later. Here we are, locked in loser semifinals. 93 seconds on our clock right now, and Mikesaftig is already avoiding Kana's crazy offense options.
Look, I love that directional change that we take out of the instant air dash into Bandit Bringer on the opposite side here. Kana still able to answer back in kind, stripping away a burst from Mike after a significant amount of damage. PRC for close slash. Nice call.
Alright, Kana's got Mikesaftig locked down in the corner, but Mike with a far slash punish gets the Volcanic Viper Ender as well. Air dashes for the Oki, but Bandit Bringer RC to keep themselves safe. They knew that was unsafe, but the DP answers back in call. And now, Kana up around.
Duel 2.
Alright, come up here. Starts us off with 5
Nice. Far slash, and we're tilting and tumbling all the way to the corner for it.
Oh yeah, and then the far heavy 5H hits right there for Mikesaftig to go to the next zone. Kana backs away, wants to see what options will come up, but goddamn, what a Volcanic Viper.
Revolver close slash. Falls off the free jump from Kana.
And tried to make the burst just for a second there. That's why the Tyrant Wave picks up and saves the day. Just in case you thought you were going to get off that wall early.
Wait, nice. JS. There's not going to be a burst here. Kana is down and out for this one and willing to accept their fate.
Which is understandable too, because now you go into this next round with Deflect, Wall Assault, or Burst just in case something happens. But how did they start off though? Backdash. Good choice. 2D for your troubles. Bursted early just to make sure they didn't eat any more damage there. Fafnir on block, but kind of fighting back while it's supposed to keep the pressure. Wrist dodge has been cranked up to a max, and that damage is massive. Oh, I don't like that for you, Kana. Sorry, my friend, but you gotta get slammed into the ground for a second.
And I'm so glad that they made that super comboable as well. That is it's a big deal.
I'm very glad it is too. Playing season 1, getting it started, you know, you just bought the game, full price, $60. You're like, all right, cool. This special move, this super looks awesome as hell. I'm gonna use it in a combo. Doesn't work. So I don't think I want to play this character anymore.
That turned you off entirely? That's crazy.
Nah, I'm not even playing. I couldn't do that. That's too quick. There's so many other things about Soul that's more cooler than just not having a comboable super. It just sucks when it doesn't work.
Already got the cross up with JK.
Jeez,
too far. Now let's get the far slash though.
Kind of trying to get Mike to press early right now, playing a little bit of strike or throw out the more, but DP earlier was able to save Mike's life for a minute there. Counter hit 2D with Night Raid Vortex right after 6S into Fafnir. Kana on their last bit of health right now.
Uh-oh! Massive Vortex, cross under from the... and that's actually a clean hit. Doesn't need to go for... Mike, you're crazy. I see the route, though. So we already had the clean hit heavy Volcanic Viper.
Right.
Red RC, because we're like, I don't think we're close enough to corner, so we try to 2K and do another clean hit heavy. Missing the 2K is disastrous. Not missing the Volcanic Viper here for the round.
Alrighty, Mikesaftig starting off pretty good, and I like that last round for Mike. It was just that last combo. I really wanted my mans to get that, but we take as we go. There's the stomp. Finally, with the RTL, gonna put us to the wall here. We're sure we're gonna be breaking that wall. Well, higher Oki, higher height means maybe just a little bit better Oki for Kana here, but Mike blocking out everything that Kana's dishing out with a Volcanic Viper. Don't put the man in a corner. He will bite back, but so does Kana with a DP, and then another one.
Let's go for Fafnir. The tap does. Expected the burst there. Mike, see, this is what I talked about earlier. There's a difference between dropping it just to try to call it the burst, being able to pick up after, as opposed to just dropping out the combo entirely, and that's the price you pay. We could have just forced Kana to spend the burst, commit, and you still be around up.
Not only that, but both players would have been at the same advantage. There's no burst, just like we are right now. But the thing is, Kana now has to make a longer point of survival because they are the ones on the lower end of the timer while Mike is building theirs up pretty fast, I might say. There's a Gunflame dash afterwards, wants to keep the frames, and then the 2S poking it out. RTL, we're going over to the wall over here. Right.
Shatter there. Driver corner pressure, delays with the 2S. Quick step.
Gotta get a little quick snap before you beat your grandfather's butt. Oh my god, what a bandit bringer trade. And then the 6S on counter. Mike, no slouch, no slacking on the Mackin from the mans. Gonna throw you right back to the same area we were just in. One more guess so Mix could do it, and there was none. It was just DP. It was just DP. What do you want me to say?
Powerful stuff right there. Sometimes the most simplest of answers is the best thing you could ever do.
You know what? You're not wrong about that. I mean, it has worked in the past for Mike, right? Sometimes just doing the DP like that just to see what's going to happen. Also, Kensei tends to do that as well. Another DP fellow friend that may I add. But now we're stepping into our third game here. 1-1 for both of these players, evening up on the score and everything here in the
Whoa, no!
Whoa!
Kana getting wise to win. Mike wants to call out with that Volcanic Viper.
That was only 10 hits and Mike is almost done for. Had to spend the burst there. You just got this round started. We're only 80 seconds in and Kana is about to make this a pseudo-perfect, but the last hit unfortunately whiffs and Mike unsure how to escape this right now. PRC 2K2D and then another one. Now we're playing Mike's game right now, hopping around, trying to find an answer.
Interesting.
But the stomp catches all.
right here. See, just in case we make that vortex approach, you see that 2S trying to draw the line. Beautiful conversion from Mike, preventing the shatter, and Kana fishing with a beak driver to go coast to coast.
Uh-oh, we're at the wall right now, and Kana's not doing our combo just yet. There's a Tyrant Rave? Yeah. Kana trying to get Mike to do something here, taking their time, poking out correctly as possible. But wrong move, and there was a close slash for Mike to have fun with. Big damage, and then there's the Tyrant Rave of his own, the master of it.
Jump in, nice DP. Not the safe jump, unfortunate.
Woo.
Back away.
Woo! Oh my god,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think either of us were ready for that one. How we in the passer's booth? The caster's booth getting caught by the moves of damn selves. What the hell? Ain't going nowhere, buddy. Put yourself in the corner. Sin trying to fight back and does so with a JS. No interrupt on the DP that time from Mike, unlike before. Oh my god, Hail Mary sent that button through. RH putting us into the corner at the wall break and managed to get it. Now, how high do you go for Yoki? No, just back away.
Looking for 6H, but we have all the meter in the world to go for an RC, and since Kana backed off, no meter expenditure required. Risk gauge is cranked. Not a mortal counter, but does go for RC extension.
May as well be a mortal counter with all that damage. Soul dishes out. Alright, one more shot left for Kana right here. Crosses up Mike once again. Gonna put us at the wall with the super to break. 2, 3. Higher up.
Whoa, what are you reaching for? Downtown low. Both on the final touch, PRC to chase, but no way you're backdashing off.
It's a little cheeky with it.
It's excellent stuff here. And an $8 donation to the match arena coming from Shinblade. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate that.
Yep, thank you, Shinblade, for the $8 dono. Much appreciated. And now our prize pool is at $70. But I'm sure it can be just a little bit more. I politely ask, though, however, because, ladies and gents, this does go towards the players, and it gives them something worth fighting for every step of the way as we step into our potential final game for Mikesaftig.
Duel 1.
Oh no, I'm sorry, for Kana. Okay, the score had to get updated for a second. I was like, I look, maybe it's the soul bias coming out after all. I'm sorry, chat.
It happens. It happens. The delay slash here does open up against Kana for counter hit. 2D, maximum range here, massive counter hit. Not quite getting the full carries that we were looking for. Look how safe you are at the tire barrel there.
Oh my god, man. You want to talk about being safe after a super. I'll tell you what else is safe, though. The fact that Kana hasn't gotten hit once again, but wow, just forced into dash, wants to see what came up next. Had some meter span, could have killed there, but Demon-Saftig with a close slash on the way down. Sorry, man, you gotta go down.
Let's pick up your massive counter hit here as Mike works to tie things up. You all. Single hit, but since it was airborne, we don't have the low follow-up. And Kana smart to the situation here, blocking low. Yes.
Alrighty, Kana able to escape the corner finally. Backdashes away, pokes up with 2S to keep them away. Elk Hunt twice in a row, but now you got one hit of the calorie worth using. How do you use it after we break the wall here? Are we gonna go for a full screen Elk Hunt again?
Oh god.
Oh, that was a jump scare.
Use the safety net of the gun plane to keep yourself safe in that position there. Nice block, the close slash punish. Didn't call up the first, but we learned our lesson from the last interaction. Instead of trying to reset for burst, we commit. After doesn't get the kill, doesn't have enough meter to go for it. Mike is so close to victory here.
What an IB earlier, and then the burst right there, because Mike knows he's at the tail end of this round, and all they need to do is one quick hit like that 5K right there to take it over Kana.
I don't even think Kana or Mike realized that they had side swapped after the Hawkmaker from Kana, and Mike stealing out a victory there. 2-all. Things got a little shaky, right? We tried to make a full set here and ended up bursting early. It was almost a certain victory there for Mike, though.
Yeah, definitely almost Mike's. Definitely Oh my god, I can't even find the right words. Well, anyways, forget about what I'm about to say. Let's just step right into the next match here because Demon-Saftig run has not been done yet. And I like to always say this, when you're in the loser side, you become what I call the bracket demon. Right now, this is not Mikesaftig, this is Demon-Saftig on our screen here doing everything they can to keep this run alive because soon enough they will be fighting Dany Maza if they can overcome his son first, known as King or Sin Kizzaar.
Corner again. Let's get that stack of pressure. At least trying to make sure that Mike stays in the corner. It's not going to work out. Great IB on the opposite side with the counter hit Volcanic. This is the series of events that you get for Mike here. Substantial lead. JH does get blocked. Try to chase.
Oh, it chases them down as much as possible. Mike is the only one with a better health bar at the moment and managed to get a solid confirm. One more hit for Kana could do it. It could be anything. What does Mike use? Simple 2S. And that's all he wrote.
Yep, you left yourself lingering there with the 5H coming from Kana. That's a bit long in the recovery time there, so it's opportunity for Mike to get that punish.
Obviously done for Kana right now, but Mike with a DP. Closes the gap with the 6S right there, and then the quick burst from Mike. Very aggressive, wants to keep that offense, but sniped out of the sky with a JS over the gun plant, and we're now at the corner. No longer a corner, back to mid-screen.
There is hoof stomp. Oh, and this just keeps snowballing here. One more touch is all that Kana needs to at least tie it up in rounds. We sure do. 2S. Final game, final round, and resources looking better here on the side of Kana with that full burst.
Oh, well, and the calorie meter as well, right? Uses just 2 of them right there, but got 1 more left in the tool pocket at any point. Gonna get that wall stick and probably eat as well, right? No, just goes for the super, wants that damage instead.
No need for eating really there. The rewards that get out of food nowadays are just not what they were at Xrd, right? The necessity.
Nah, not at all. It's such a big gap. You know, and also prices for food have gone up. Sin's got to eat a little bit differently now these days.
No, the low final burst effort here from Mike, unless we win through some positive bonus.
And I like that movement from Mike, trying to close that gap as much as possible, but Kana, unfortunately, able to respond in kind and sends Mike out of the tournament for the night with the quick menu to showcase just why they didn't like the way that went down for the boy.
MomComePickMeUp, because you're already fighting an uphill battle against that far reach poke that damages so much. But that is 4th place for Mike. Kana fighting for 2nd or 3rd right now in the set against Dany.
And of course, the person sitting on the King store right now who is watching all of these matches is Night Persona with the Faust. And I know Dany wants to get that run back so bad. So sorry, Sin, you might have to go down pretty badly because Dad is trying to work for the family at the moment. There's a beautiful confirm from Kana, however, able to get the wall break as well. And now positive advantage is on their side. Backs away, pokes out with 2S, and is still keeping that distance. Both characters want to play the same game of distance buttons. However, it is just not enough because someone's going to close that gap, and it might be Sin, it might be Kai. But currently, it's looking like it's Dany and Kai. Still got us locked in.
And also, run back of a set here. 3-1 victory going to Dany to walk into the winner side of top 8. Shock state applied again here. Goes for the heavy, but looky here. We have the Elk Hunt low profiling on the fireball here.
Still managing to find the way through. Dany still playing his zoning game with their son as much as possible. Baits out the burst and is going to get a beautiful sick punish for it as well. And I think we're going to be getting ourselves a heavy stun edge with shock state still applied. Oh my goodness, I would hate to be in this situation. Holding nothing but Dany and Kai.
Can't jump out. That JS is going to jail you in there. 5K, nice little whip punish by trying to backdash after the drift. And yet still Dany comes out on top with the back throw. And just the control from Dany so far in this set has been absolutely difficult to deal with on the side of Kana. Trying to get out of the corner. You have a few DP options here, but you've been called out. So I can imagine we're a little nervous. Wanting to be a little conservative on the wake up reversals here up against Dany.
Right. And Dany has been doing a pretty excellent job of not only baiting those options, but punishing you for them as well, right? Putting all that damage on the table adds to that mental stack of I am one more hit away from death. I need to do something immediately. But I'll tell you what, though, Dany will not stop that train. Kana, however, is going to have to pick up the pace and is trying to do so right now with what seemed to be a beautiful round start before Dany bursted. However, you're now in shock state with Kai still on the offense prowl right there. BRC is away and gets caught by the J8 on the way down. Goodness gracious.
JH, massive hurt box there. It doesn't matter to Kana as we get a full conversion. Doesn't spend super, though. That's unfortunate. Doesn't get the hard knockdown. That's a battle of far slashes. 2S connects straight to favor Kana.
Uh-oh. And down another round for Dany Maza, once again in their tournament career at the moment. Tournament life right now. No strangers to the game, however. So backs away. Yep, Blue Stomp starts us all strongly here from Kana. One right now, baits out the DP. Tyrant Rave. And now what do we see from Kana right here? Goes and baits out the DP once again. Dany, what are you doing, brother? No!
Gonna burst out here, so now we have to hold shock state in corner. As long as we survive this corner sequence, drift the chase, drift the retreat, try to sneak in that beak driver, expecting a forward approach from Dany, who is, recognizing the situations here. I have no help, so I'm not going to try to close the gap unless I know for certain I'm getting the strike.
Right, and not to mention, Dany has somebody to work with just in case they're in a very bad situation. And speaking of bad situations to be in, that is definitely one of them. Kana taking that second game, making this 1-1 right now in losers final. And that was such a quick interaction too. I don't even think Dany was prepared for that. They had the movement, they were doing just fine being evasive, but one wrong push forward, and that is exactly what that led to. Down a round or down a game. Could have been a 2-0 situation, but we take it as we go, and we're gonna be stepping into this next game right here.
There was a ton of the bind games between those two as well, right? Dany went for that DP, it got blocked, and we're like, you know what? Let me do it again. You don't expect me to do it again after punishing me, and sure enough, Kana was already on the defensive here.
Speaking of being on the defensive, is gonna be Kana right now. Yep, pro tag throw. Keep right in the face. Gerard's block it out. Kana's doing a good job, but that wrist is about to be cranked a little bit more. The purple's building, and the one hit is all it needed. Now we're getting sent to for our last interaction for Kana right now. 5K. Simple as that. Man, that's such a disrespectful button too. You just step on the. You just poke out that they ankle like that, bro. Like, come on now. How dare you?
Oh, trying to go from left to right there. Close slash brings you right back down to earth. Kana trying to answer back here. Not enough beater. Go for supers. So ends up taking a little bit of a snack, which is, again, I think that one was like the small defensive boost.
Just a little bit. Just a small defensive boost. There's we could go on about which one gives what as much as we kill it, but right now I think we just still got to remember that either way it's still benefiting Kana and their offense, who opens us up with a 2H no less. And now Dany, not spinning the burst, understands that that was just it. We're going to this next round with burst available as well.
Oh yeah, the blue one, blue snacks boost speed. Now if you want to get into details about how much speed boost, that's a different story. You gotta, you're calculating two things at once, so that's the tricky part. Nice IB on the low. Oh, jeez, this JH on the opposite side, very fascinating from Dany.
This is an anime game. I need a BS button somewhere in my game, bro. Double 2K confirm just to get that wall stick, by the way. Nicely done for Dany.
And that is a game for Dany here. 2-1. We're about to have a repeat. Now, Kana's done it once. Can we do it again, though?
Yeah, I sure hope so, because Kana's been doing good this entire top 8. Took out Kensei, took out Maseeeen, took out Mikesaftig. So, can we see Kana take out Dany Maza this time? That's what we want to find out.
That'll be a big one.
Yep. Because like you said, Dany took out Kana, sent them down to losers, 3-1. Alright, immediately starting us off there with some projectile gameplay. Dany Maza trying to play that range with Sin, but Sin does not like that at all. Wants to get it close in front of your face, but the far slash, immediate burst afterwards, and then another one directly. Both players on the same advantage with their resources right now. No meter, no burst, but someone has calorie, and that was a crazy thing to do right there. I gotta say, I understand it.
Matriarch gets that low crush here to try to interrupt against Kana, and it's been pretty successful because Kana often likes to go for that 2S at that mid-screen range there. 2K, the stagger delay into that beat driver for a massive counter hit.
Once again, breaking this wall. Down on the ground, runs up, try to bait an option, but you did that to me, I'm gonna do it to you. Run up throw. Oh my god, the DP on Wake Up!
Cancels out immediately, so you can't get the burst to ride the lightning for a shatter. Dany closing out that round in an explosive fashion. Smart calls. And you know what saved Dany there is the fact that Kana respected the 100 meters on the side of Dany in that knockdown interaction. Kana had all the resources on their side outside of the meter. Nice. Dany, Wild Assault, once that comes in, you know we'll feel confident in victory.
Alright, let's see if the victory is going to come up on our screen shortly right now. Dany with no respect for Kana's defensive choices, but Kana DPs and able to escape, gets caught by the loop stomp. However, Dany right now going to be sent back to the previous screen we were just on, and maybe a little bit of mind games come out. Kana did walk up and block this time. Now choosing to go all in with the Wall of Soul, gets caught by the tap, does, but Dany with burst at any point, uses the RTL, once again exploding out that super. Oh, tried to pick up and does so! This is about to be it, and then a 2K solidly takes it for Dany L. Maza to be 3-1.
I didn't realize that Double OTG was still going to be able to extend after close slash into 2-8
of the tournament known as Grand Finals. Night Persona, Ramlethal on our screen with Dany L. Maza, different choice of character this time. Let's see how this turns out because Dany's got 6 games to play.
Yes, indeed. Of course, you know, I wanted to say real quick that level 11,000 on the side of Kai is no joke. That is true hard work and dedication come from Dany. He was now bringing out this Ramlethal, which you've seen before. Very rare does this character come out, but Dany not confident in the Kai, confident in the damage from Ramlethal.
And Dany right now flips in, trying to get something started there, but Night Persona with a quick 5P to escape, and then from up below 2S as well to catch on block just to keep the blocker for a little bit longer, trying to find a way to close out this round versus Dany right here. Dive kicks in for a second with the mix. Red RC to keep themselves safe. Yeah, no, the scalpel couldn't reach that time. There was the rock and slams the sledgehammer right over it with the golf club.
Heavy slash, the sword toss slash addition with an explosive kick to finish the round there. You notice that Dany really fishing that mid screen for 6B to call out these thermals coming from Faust. Wild Assault to close the gap. Wanted the Gatling with the H after, not going to connect.
And then we got ourselves a regular throw. Sledgehammer from up above. Not catching Dany, however. Standing alive right now. Dany doing some careful pushes. There was the DP, but didn't amount to anything at the moment. Still got to block the goon. Night Persona's got Dany trapped in the corner once again. What do you do, Dany?
Oh,
get out a little bit longer. Uh-oh.
Was it... I wonder if we tried to 6P through there, got caught in the startup. That was a 6P. So. Got interrupted by 2P coming from Knight. And that is the first slash to finish the round here. The heavy, rather.
And what's crazy enough is that Dany has access to pretty strong buttons. Far slash, far heavy slash as well. 2S, and not to mention they have flip, rock, as well as overwhelming damage as we're about to see right here for a second. Spends a minute to get themselves a pretty juicy confirm. Or rather, solid enough so it didn't fall out. Night Persona backsway right now, trying to find an answer. Air dash in. Sand into this right now, drops down with a button. There's a knockdown with the items coming up right after. 2 sledgehammers on a roll, knockdown with the trumpet after.
Nice. Just get the slash. Dany making a quick audible to call out the kids for recess. The corner carry this combo here. Smart play. But doesn't spend the Mortal Bato. Wait a minute, that could have been game.
Oh, he used the red RC to keep himself alive too. This could be it for Night Persona. Dany gonna spin the meter. Knight is staying in the sky for as long as possible. There's the Wall of Soul. 2K right after. Trying to get them with the command grab, but unfortunately, Dany sniped out with a beautiful JS, no less.
Jumping away. Boy, the little minion coming from Faust. Needed one last opportunity to get the kill and certainly succeeded. Dany drawing first blood here in this set. Has to reset though, so 6 games total, as he said at the top here. Night Persona's still going to stick with this Faust.
Yep, and that means now Dany's got 5 more games left to play. We're not done just yet, chat. We are almost through here. I say almost, but let's see if Night Persona's got anything to say about it. Starts us off with a button whiffing, thankfully, but Dany Maza responds back with a 6P. Knocked down with the 100-ton, following right after. That was all A.B.A. Put the afro on you, girl. Those JHs are just so annoying to deal with. The scalpel pokes off a full screen with some meters and a bomb right after, but it's no longer on the screen. It's right behind you.
Whoa! Alright, does take the leap. Red RC was trying to extend for that, at least getting the shatter. And look at this, going for leap again, and it does avoid the banana peel, which allows Dany to continue this combo.
However, 6P in response from Night Persona is going to capitalize with a beautiful combo as well. Another sledgehammer being thrown out, blocks a super, and gets a very, very good punish to take it home with a 5K, ending it off. This is now round 1 for Night Persona. Could be round 2 if they don't drop. Flips in from Dany Maza, trying to get that ram pressure started as much as possible, but uses the golf club, sends him back over to the corner. Lock it out a little bit longer, buddy. Actually, gotta get hit for a little bit longer. Gets the command grab. That was all a bait, but the afro on you.
Oh, what a backdash! But no button came through. I think we wanted to say jump dust, but it didn't come out here. Knight with a quick 5P calls out the first. What a turn of events here for Night Persona to still achieve victory.
Oh my god, Night Persona with a crazy game, great game 2 for their set count. That was impressive. Dany had it all on the, Dany had it. He took that last game very, very by a hair's breadth away, right? Then Night Persona comes through, cleans up house, and is like, okay, I gotta get my act together. I gotta take this second game right now, or else Dany's gonna dog walk all over me. Understanding that this round lethal matchup is not one to be taken lightly. One hit and you're done for. One sword toss and you're done for. One up sword you might be done for. And Dany's gonna make sure you understand why. Early burst coming out of Night Persona here, however, with the sword all the way in the corner, able to escape the corner as well. Night Persona, unfortunately, getting hit for their troubles once again for it.
Let's do this sword toss here again. The slash edition with no meter. Go for a knockdown. No swords for the extra damage. The shatter is important to bring back those swords. As far as slash here, and one touch. There it is. The start. IP didn't get the full conversion. Doesn't matter though. We got that 2x.
Yep. There's going to be going on into the next round with 2 rounds over Night Persona. One more, and this could be Dany's game, or it could be Night Persona if they can take this round right now. Goes with the banana peel, but that wasn't the right one. Nice confirm. Going to put us at the corner. Get the wall shatter as well. Oki situation. 6 Ps and my goodness.
Oh, no, the
2S. Oh my god, brother. Sledgehammer coming out, and then
here as he tried to run away. 5P gonna scratch and claw for at least around tying it all up here in game 3.
God, you want to talk about someone who knows how to escape with murder? It's definitely Faust. He's a doctor for a reason. The coroner trying to put Ram on damn gurney and send her to the hospital.
Mortal Pato.
Dashes up, goes for
Turn this around. Night Persona not having an opportunity with no meter, no burst. Getting opened up was all she wrote here with Dany closing it out 2-1 right now.
Gotta say, Dany took that round back. A lot of back and forthing right now. And we're seeing a lot of patience, just a little bit on Night Persona, right? Understanding that they just don't want to be in front of Ram. They want to be at this range where she kind of can't get in. But the thing is, Ram can get in the moment she tosses her sword. You're blocking that sword, she is immediately able to dash up right afterwards. Not to mention she can flip in. She still has rock to keep you in front of her face. Once Dany's got you locked in with Ramlethal, which we rarely see, and I understand why we rarely see it, because this dude is cleaning up right now. It's going to be a very unfortunate situation. However, JH to start us off from Night Persona here. Early burst wants to keep that man right in the corner. Very, very aggressive. But no players with burst now.
Mage not going to connect here. Tries to backdash away, but quite the chase for Dany to get that slash to connect. Guard crush up that sword toss, and you tried to get the invulnerable super. Not going to work out here. Night Persona in trouble.
Uh-oh, Night Persona blocking out a little bit longer, gets opened up low with the sword toss to end off the combo, and Dany Maza is looking to reset this bracket right here, right now, with Ramlethal, if Night Persona doesn't have anything to say about it, with a 5P, 6P combo as well. There's the bomb, puts it over there. Both players getting hit, and it was still Dany who was on the lower end of the health bar.
With that bar slash connected there. Fortunately, Night Persona too far away for the 6H for Dany to connect. But RC quick goes for a mid, so no mix potential there, but the 2K works out here in the mix.
All right, and now we are both round apiece, 1 for 1 in duel number 3. Let's rock it out. With the 6P, that could have been a very gnarly punish for the hero, but thankfully gets one of themselves with a quick jump air dash. Still trying to find a way to get in, but poking out with Far Slash from Daniel Maza attacks the legs, but thankfully Night Persona can block low.
Oh no.
Not too good right now, able to escape, and the JH on the way down trades, and Dany is still on offense, not letting you leave at all.
No. Windshield wiper to get our shatter.
Oh my god. That button came out so quick. That was a jump scare and a half. And Dany is looking like they want to take this reset very quickly here.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Quick was that PRC though. Mix for corner. Night Persona said they had enough. Can we make this comeback? No. JS for the reset. Dany. One more set tonight. 3-1 in the first grand final set. So we continue this. Now, being a new game, we can change our character despite Dany winning, but I suspect we are still going to stick with Ram.
Yeah, I agree with that one because, yeah, Ram has been working out literally the entire time. Of course, Night Persona does have a response for it every now and then, but again, Dany does not care. Still, same Ram moves as well. Sword toss, flip, the usual special moves, but also put them in the hands of someone like Dany. They're going to make sure you understand how fearsome she is.
The JS counter hits the start, and the 2H for standing up. And
got the trumpet
in favor of Dany. Expensive first, but even still, Night Persona is stripping down with a wild assault that gets blocked. Crushed and cornered. Nice shimmy. Big ult for Dany.
Nicely done so far. Has got Faust on the ropes right now. JD on the way in, and then a beautiful Far Slash button as well. Got some burst, but uses the Mortal Bottle to make sure you don't use it. And Dany with round 1 in the resetted bracket right now, looking to take this first game if they can keep this momentum up with a 6P to start off this round and a broken throw right after. Like what I'm seeing here so far, 2S on block. Night Persona trying to find a way to get in. Backs away, goes in and goes out. Far Slash into the golf club. Throws up the minion.
Way. Just outside the range of the hook.
Oof. All right now, Dany. Doing good, brother. Make it hurt. One more mix, one more hit. Anything could do it right now.
Oh, yeah, where are you going to be? Neither position your quick DRC to cancel out and one to 60
my
ball.
goodness.
No burst. You died with burst, Night Persona. And Dany's going to take that first game in the reset.
I can just imagine Garfield coming out. You had burst, Persona. What are you doing?
It was the second to last hit. Like, literally
Second,
the second to last hit that you got that burst gauge.
Man, it makes you wish you were just alive a little bit more longer. I could just hear it in the back of their minds. Ooh, if I was alive a little bit more. Ooh. You're probably mashing that burst so hard, and I understand. Well, we're going to be mashing some more buttons here in this Grand Finals reset with Daniel Maza up 2 right now over Night Persona here, I think. Or 1, one or the other. Either way, Daniel's been doing very excellent here. And that's the main important thing. You got to know.
Oh my god, what a combo start! See, remember when I said that that Faust is deceptively strong in this game? Like, people don't realize. That's it right there. You can see how much damage you did for a single sequence. Night Persona owns this point.
Man, I don't care who says what. Everyone is strong when the person is in the right, when the character is in the right hands of somebody. And then Night Persona definitely showcased that with that first sequence, like you mentioned. But I'm gonna tell you something else though. Dany and Ramlethal are also strong together, even if the health parts just by a little margin, and then a Far Slash right after with the meter to spin, and this should be dead if we slam it down. Windshield wipers coming through, and now Daniel Maza looking to make this a 2-0 right now if Night Persona doesn't have anything to say about it.
And he said that damage sequence was pretty cute, but I got one that's better. Wild Assault to push for corner right now with Guard Crush. Opened up at the flip. He could have kept blocking there, and unfortunately, Knight rushed for it.
There's a gold burst using it immediately, but Dany with a positive advantage for getting that meter as well. And this is going to be another death for Night Persona, slamming him down. 7 white letters on the screen. Yes, indeed. Perfection at best.
This is why you don't let Ramlethal get positive bonus. It's a snowball effect that seems entirely endless. It's a patented style that even SQ, she loves to try to go constantly for that positive bonus here. Of course, she is the set play queen for that corner play for that reason. Dany is the same way, but in the hands of Kai. If you mix those two together, we're talking a powerhouse from Ramlethal is still living on nothing but positive bonus. 2-0 lead.
Oh, yeah.
Night Persona stop the bleeding.
This is what I like to call final boss territory, where you're going up against the likes of Dany, Maza, who throws out the rock, trying to make sure Night Persona is still getting hit there, almost done with their health bar, and just one more interaction could do it. One sequence of events. That was just one sequence of the many. Here comes another one. Blocks the tap, does not opened up low for a minute. There's a sword toss right in front of your face. You're not going anywhere. Can I flip it at some point? No. Wild Assault's in. Offense on the table. There's the rock. You leave in the corner? Nah, you're coming over with me.
Let's get another sword draw here. Back to space. Dany. This is so important here because we understand. One, that tells you that Dany is watching at full screen the interaction with Faust there to call out that hook. This time going to get tossed up. 6H to extend a little bit further. Another one. Super far knockdown and catching up on damage.
And yet someone said, whoever is saying Faust, someone in this universe is saying Faust don't do damage. That right there was damage. I just need you to know. One more interaction can do it for Dany Maza, but they're able to flip and escape the minion offense coming up in just a few moments. But from above was the J and Night Persona taking that round. Oh my god, 6H and then a 6P.
And to touch that full screen, you have a low profile and counter hit. Setting up this guard crush, and we waited for a throw attempt. It's just not going to be there. Much blocks done.
Put the afro on you, gotta block it. No, put another afro on you. I said I'm not done with your cut. You gotta pay me $20 for that cut. I like your cut, G. Give me a little 30 for that one. That was a tip. He ain't gonna do it again, I bet, though. And you're damn right he didn't win for the strike instead, and then had the meter to spend to put himself not only in positive advantage, but for Dany Maza's demise, if Dany doesn't have anything to say about it. Which, right now...
Bato, what a big risk, though. You had only 50% meter on the wake-up. It works out. Dagger here, while the salt pressure per quarter, and look how quickly he caught up in health.
Oh my god! Yo, you want to talk about a reverse comeback? That right there was it. Now we're on a tournament point for Dany Maza, or can Night Persona stop the menace?
Backing away here, recognizing the hook. No 6P attempt, though, coming from Dany. Wants to chase it down, which I think is better. You get that positioning as opposed to 6P. Having to chase after it. Missed the tap dust. Great recognition. We've got a little bit of a scramble now.
Oh my goodness, no more than a scramble. It's all in favor of Night Persona, but the trumpet's right there, and it still benefited Dany Maza instead. Dive kicks in with the mix, knowing that they were unsafe. That's why the meter was there for a reason. While the Soul's in, look at what Night Persona is doing. Wants Dany to open up so bad, that wrist is getting cranked, but hook, line, and sinker. We're going to the next zone. One more miss could do it.
That's a big deal. We tried to go for the rock call there, and what a reversal from Night Persona, but Dany chasing down YRC and not going to stand block the dust. Good finish here from Night Persona, putting a game on the board.
Finally, after what seemed to be such dominant rounds and dominant gains all over from Dany there, this is, whew, I have no words. It's so back and forth, but it's always Dany at the lower end of their health bar that manages to find that one smooth hit, and Ramlethal does damage. So if you get hit, you die. And coming from Tekken, as I like to say it, you whiff, you die. That's how the game goes.
That very much can be the case here, especially against Ramlethal, but the interrupt, nice! Got the 2S. 2D rather, excuse me, that was 2D.
Don't worry, there's a lot of buttons to remember. There's too many numbers to remember as well. Either way, we could talk about damage numbers, because I gotta say, that's like what, maybe almost 300 at best? But now we're about to see more.
Not quite gonna get the shatter, but this is all the better. You got the hammer toss for corner, just jumped in, but quick recovery for a 6P coming from Dany.
That's the way.
Space here too. That's actually pretty smart to jump back a little bit here to call out like the /normal. Teleport away!
Wow, but Dany like before with the super with the minion right behind. Understand it's right there. Blocks it out into the minion. Stomps on the J's and sells Dany. You're not winning this round. That's called RNGesus. And Night Persona just showcased that. But as per usual, Dany sniping out that hook with the 6P.
That was definitely the chip damage there coming from the minion. Rock does shut down hook. Big jump in, but the anti-air 6P
And you saw Dany back up to get that banana just to make sure that the health bar is a little bit longer this time around. Faust looking to be very, very in dire situations here. They're now in the yellow. One more combo could do it. One more hit could do it. And that was the one right there. But the burst existed for a reason. He flips in.
Oh, no. Oh, slipped on the banana peel. That opens up a huge opportunity for Knight Persona. Knight fishing for that 2H. Try to get the low.
Got both swords back, though. Careful. And a close slash 2H will take it into the windshield wipers. Now we are on, once again, tournament point for Dany Maza, or again, another set point for Knight Persona here to make this 2-2 with a 6P to start us off strongly.
Whoa, the jump back S. Okay. Bit of the back and forth here. Dany looking a little bit better on terms of burst gauge. This allows for the Wild Assault 50% tension. So if we got the Shatter, that's going to be hard knockdown. But the fact that we put out that 5K stops the recovery of Sword until Dany just anyways, it's relentless.
Super duper relentless, but not as much as that PRC close slash right there from Knight Persona, who's got Dany in the corner with the Mortabato super RCs right after with the bomb, still keeping it in the sky. Wow! That was a good call from Dany.
Nice back throw for the finish. Very sneaky stuff. Dany escaping out of that corner was absolutely insane.